Turtle Gang, like this damn video as you come in. Dolly!
I need you tonight. Together we can go crazy. We can put out the lights. Together we can go, we can go. I look straight in your eyes, and everything is so hazy. It is just you and I, and everything is so, thing is so. So call me out, baby. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want more. You're one of a kind. Nobody's breaking your spirit. You're looking so fine. Nobody's breaking your. You're keeping up with steps I take, so we just dance alone. Yeah, we dance like no one's watching. So call me out, baby.
Good to see all of you. Good to see all of you.
So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy.
In the house tonight.
You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want more.
Brenda, honey, buddy, me, Pat, Diana, Paper Cut Tina's in the house.
Now I got you and I want more.
Hit them thumbs up. Let's get it up. We got 400 in the room and only 100 likes. Oh, hell no! We can't start it off like that.
So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want more.
What is up, my beautiful turtles? It is good to see everybody. I'm glad you are still awake, okay? As you can see, the title says breaking. I don't know what we're breaking, but some stuff is breaking, okay? If we got to tear some shit up in the studio. Anyway, the car, you know, we've been talking about this car for days. Everybody's been blowing me up. There's a wrecked car in Oregon. It's on the side of the road. It was abandoned. The tags were taken off of it. It belongs to the property owner of this and that. Nope. Misinformation. The car belongs to a person in Colorado. It's not the car from the killer. Shocker! Shocker alert, right? It's not the car. Okay, I pretty much knew it wasn't the car. I was like, and that would be too easy. Like, they're just going to wreck the car, leave it in the middle of the damn street, take the tags off of it. No, this car actually belonged to somebody in Colorado. They don't believe it has any connections to the crimes in Idaho. Okay? So there's your breaking damn news. The car ain't got shit to do with it. The car is still out there. They're still looking for the car. Okay? There's a lot of rumors about Adam. Adam. What was told to Adam? Alright? Now we still don't know what was told to Adam. But I do know the authorities have spoke with Adam, the bartender, which used to be, technically, was the roommate of Jack D. All right, somebody said that, and I was like, I don't know, is that? But it is, okay? So apparently they were roommates. He worked at the bar. So maybe, just maybe, is there some type of love triangle going on all up on this college campus? You know how sometimes you a little extra friendly when you shouldn't be. I ain't saying that happened, but you know, just throwing things out there. The police have also spoke with the person. Okay, let's see. Missouri storm chaser. Roommates are sus, bro. What's up, turtles? Happy holidays. Okay, we'll get into the roommates. We're gonna get into the roommates, okay? But the guy at the truck, a lot of like, who was he? Okay, but we do know he hasn't really been identified, but we do know authorities have spoke with him. Okay, I did catch that in one of the pressers that they had spoke with the guy, and believe it or not, they have cleared this guy. Now, just because they say they cleared you at this time doesn't really mean you're cleared. Okay, you got to remember. Let's use Delphi for a minute. The person they have in custody now, they had interviewed, they had cleared, and then later on they went back and arrested him for the murder of the Delphi killings, right? So just because they clear you for a second doesn't mean that you are completely clear. Now, it appears that the guy that is walking with them is also the guy that was at the grub truck that you see in the picture, okay? And they kind of shunned him at first. So it's a little weird to see him walking with him, because when they're walking, they seem casual, okay? It seems very casual. And you hear the girl say, "What did you say to Adam?" And she emphasized it like she was worried, okay? And you heard the reply was, "I told Adam everything." Now, is that enough to kill somebody? But it is crazy that Adam, you know, roommate Jack D. Jack D lives catty-cornered to this residence. And I also heard that the following night that there were some police searching around the area close to where he lived with black lights and things of that nature, maybe looking for blood or some other evidence, okay? So I'm starting to lean more towards, you know, I was so serial killer set, but I think there's something else going on inside this, and it does have something to do with these college kids. Now, I'm still leaning more towards, if it don't have anything to do with these kids, it's just a random serial killer, right? I don't think it was a targeted attack, like from somebody on the outside. If this is something going on, this is some beef or some damn love triangle that has taken place, okay? And we just don't know about it yet. There might be another guy in play that one of these girls were talking to, and maybe that's what they told Adam. And knowing Adam is friends with Jack D, that Adam is just going to go back and tell Jack D. Now, even if it was something like that, I guess these days people will kill you for absolutely anything. All right. So we're back to looking for the car, okay, because the car in Oregon is not the car. It belongs to somebody in Colorado. Why it's sitting on the side of the road wrecked, who knows? I don't have that information. I just know there's no connection with the Idaho 4 killings, okay? So there's a killer still on the loose, okay? And that car was heading in the direction of Troy. It didn't go on 95. It actually passed the interstate. So whoever is driving that white Hyundai Elantra, I believe, is still in Idaho. That car is somewhere in Idaho, but I don't believe in the same city, adjacent city, because it was definitely leaving towards the highway. Now, the thing is this. If police have video of the car leaving, that car had to come into town sometime that day, or unless it was already there. Okay, so I know at the gas station, the A&W gas station, where they took 8 hours of footage, I think they should have took more. I think they should have took 24 hours at least of footage to go over, because that car at some time had to enter that city, okay, unless it was already there the day before. But the police are looking for anybody that has that car to call them, okay? If you're in that area and you have that type of car, they want you to call them. Now, is this something because it really ain't that good of a lead, and maybe you call in and say, yeah, I was on that street, and they go, oh, okay, and they clear that lead. Then what do we have? We really don't have nothing, right? It goes back to all this speculation on the kids and who the kids are connected to and what was said to Adam. I mean, that is a big thing. Now, if Adam just came out and said, hey, this is what was said to me, we could clear that. Is it enough that it would cause these kids harm? I don't know. Okay? But we're kind of back right now to square one, just looking for the car. No suspects. We don't know if it's a man, woman, if it's a midget, if it's a damn Bigfoot, if it's an El Chupacabra. We have no clue. They have given us nothing but a car that they don't even tell us what year car it is. Okay? They just think it's a Hyundai Elantra. You know? They gave us a stock photo. Look for a stock photo. Okay? That's every damn Honda Elantra in the country. That is nothing to go off of. The parents aren't too happy. Okay? The parents' lawyers say they believe Adam is just the bartender. And this really has nothing to do with it whatsoever. It's just a conversation about what they were talking with Adam about. No big deal. So the parents think that the police should be more forthcoming, you know, because look, think about it. We're going on a month and a half. No arrest. No major suspects. Not even a clue. Not even a sketch of a gremlin. Okay? At this point, if they showed a picture, like I said, of Jason Voorhees, I'd be good with that. I'd be like, all right, we're looking for Jason Voorhees and a white Honda Elantra. But there's nothing, right? So if you've seen something, what do you know? You don't know what you're looking for whatsoever. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. Give me 1 second. I want your thoughts on this car and us back to square one, right? Like there's so many of those cars around. Even when we was doing the Google images, there's people at the Sigma house that had white Hyundai Elantras. There's people down the street that have white Hyundai Elantras. There's convicted registered sex offenders that have white Hyundai Elantras around there. So it's like, I don't know, it's a needle in a haystack kind of situation. Let's open up the phone lines. Mods, if you could throw the phone line number into the chat room. What's up, Turtle Gang? Yeah, another day in paradise, you know. Still no real answers for the Idaho 4. You know, still the same stuff. We're looking for this car. But, you know, we did get the new little slither. It was, what did you say to Jack? I mean, to Adam. Okay? Which is, Adam is Jack's roommate. So maybe that's what made the... I'm just telling you, I think there's somebody else out there that's in play because there's a lot of these kids. It's so hard to keep up with because there's so many players in this game here, right? This game of Clue. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, what's going on?
What's
up?
Washington. Washington?
Dude, you're up, brother. First time calling in. I don't have any significance to add to the murder case. I just want to say I've listened to your music online.
Uh-huh.
And I really love it. Me and my wife really love it. So I wish you'd do more music, bro.
I think them years are behind me. I might put out like a little something, but I'm not going to play live anymore. I might do a little demo tape, something. You know what I'm saying? I might put out some music, but I'm not going to perform live anymore.
I used to work in the music industry, and your style of music, I really wish you guys would have come to the West Coast because you guys would have done awesome in Washington. Love that style. Just want to say, hey, man, I really like what you do. We got your soap a few weeks ago.
Awesome.
Love it. And I liked your little reference to one of your songs. I think it was last night's or this morning's, but I think it was last night because we're a little behind.
Uh-huh.
2 Up, 2 Down, dude. I heard you say that. I'm like, that's like one of my favorite songs that I've heard you guys do.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Well, hey, man, I am a new member also. I went to the Mystery Crew, I do believe.
Uh-huh.
And when you take off a video and it turns private, is that no one can see it anymore? Because we watched 2 videos that just disappeared.
Yeah, sometimes I'll set them on private. If somebody says something super crazy, like one dude said something crazy the other night and was inappropriate, so I took the stream down.
Yep,
I try to keep it PG-13 here, so everybody can watch it. And he said something inappropriate, so I took the whole stream down.
We can't have that because we do not want your channel to go away, dude. We are so addicted to listening to you, and you can't go away, dude. We started listening to you. I do believe in the Kylie Rodney case, and I don't think we've missed an episode yet.
Awesome.
We may be a day or 2 behind, but like tonight we were listening to last night's broadcast, and then the notification comes up. I'm like, oh, we got to go live because I might want to call Dolly tonight. So I did. A little nervous, but not too nervous.
Awesome, man. Well, happy holidays to you and your wife. I'm glad you guys are watching.
Oh, dude, all the time, dude. She's like a fanatic. She's like, fuck, we're so far behind. I'm like, but it gives us something to do. But anyway, we're going to continue listening. I live close to Tina.
Uh-huh.
So if she ever needs any help, she's got muscle down here in Washington.
Okay, awesome, guys. Awesome.
All right, well, we'll talk to you later. You have a good one, and enjoy the show.
You too, man. Peace. He was a cool dude. And thank you for everybody that's been ordering our merch, my hoodies, the soap. We're completely sold out of the soaps. Y'all ordered all that shit up, right? It worked me to death shipping it all, but I got it all out. So, but thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. And for everybody that's been liking the video, y'all hit it. If y'all ain't hit it yet, hit the damn like button, people. What you waiting on? Lolo's getting mad over here. All right, y'all don't want to piss Lolo off. Look, she's all dressed, all warm. Look, say hi to everybody, Lolo. Say hi to everybody. Say hey. She got her go clothes on. Say hey. Tell them to like the video. Lolo says like the video or she will bite you in the face, okay? She don't play that shit. Alright, like it, love it, sub up, okay? And she's talking to you. Yes, you. Alright? Alright, Lolo. I'll pay you for that, don't worry. That's one beef stick. That just cost me a beef stick. Y'all better like the damn video, okay? Beef sticks ain't cheap. Good Lord, baby Jesus, she is the cutest little puppy. Well, Lolo is my sidekick. We had to go through a lot to get Lolo back up in the crib. But Lolo's back, full effect. Okay, full effect. That is Dylan really... I don't know. I don't think so. Super Lolo. Okay, guys, the phone lines are open. Give me your thoughts on this car. Do you think they're going to find the car? Or is this car already in a chop shop somewhere in a million pieces? Was this planned? Dolly.
Hello, Dolly.
Hey!
I'm calling from the Oregon coast. It's Flo Nightingale.
Flo Nightingale.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Well, I'm doing good, but hey, they found a Hyundai Elantra in Eugene, about 43 miles from me today.
Uh-huh. But it's not the car. It belongs to a man in Colorado.
It belongs to this man in Colorado, right? But they say it's not the car, right? Or he didn't know about it.
Uh-huh.
There's something weird about it.
Well, I mean, it's a stolen car from Colorado.
Yeah.
They saying it's unrelated, though.
Okay.
I mean, if it was the car, there'd be blood and everything all in that car. They didn't took it for evidence. So I believe the police think this car has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
It is similar. I did see the pictures of the
car
wreck.
The only reason why I'm saying so is because we had about 40 FBI people fly into the airport today. Because I picked someone up at the airport.
Oh, so they probably went to check out this car today.
A big private plane. Yeah.
Yeah, I know they released that it's unconnected and that it belonged to a man in Colorado.
Right, right. And it was stolen, but yeah,
So I mean,
yeah. So
could it be? Could
I
it
just
be
found it
gang? Remember I
weird.
said, could this be something that's gang related the other day? I was like, is there any way it's
Right.
gang related? I know there might not be a lot of gangs, but could this be a gang from somewhere else? And this is some type of gang initiation. Go in and kill some people. I mean, I've
Well,
heard of stuff like this before.
well, the I-5 corridor is horrible. Over there, you guys have got north to south. Our north to south is the I-5 corridor. And I was just listening to the man from Washington, and I mean, he can vouch. You can go from the top of the country to the bottom of the country, and in a lot of places, there's no one. So there's so much traffic, but the crime over here is pretty bad. You just don't, it's just, you don't hear about it as much over here anyway.
Yeah,
It's just crazy.
I mean, anywhere crime can happen. Everybody thinks it's only in bad areas. Nah, usually
Yeah.
crime happens in good areas. Bad people
Right,
travel to
right.
good areas and kill you.
Well, and things like, when you went to Fruitland to see Michael Vaughn, I've been to Fruitland because it's just over the river, and people don't realize Idaho and Oregon is only connected or disconnected most places by river. It's
Yeah, by the
across the
Snake
bridge.
River.
That's
You cross
it.
the Snake River,
Yeah.
you're in Idaho. Yeah, you cross the
The
river, you're in
Snake,
Oregon.
Washington, Columbia
You
River
can
is
smoke a big
Oregon.
fat blunt halfway across the bridge, but if you get onto the other
I
half,
know.
they'll put your ass in jail. Right? You can smoke it
I
on
know.
half the Snake River. You can puff up. You get to the other side of the Snake River, they're like, nope, better take that shit on that
Yeah.
side.
And weed is cheap here. Oh, it's so cheap here.
Oh yeah,
It's
Oregon.
it's
It was like $3 a blunt.
yeah, yeah, and I mean it's cheap here. It's cheap here, yeah. But anyway, that was just a thought that I had, and then I was interested. I know that they said that the kids that were murdered at Salem didn't have anything to do with any of that.
The kids that were murdered. I heard that they're looking into the other murder that took place of the man and the woman now, though, where the woman survived and the man died.
Well, there was two. There was a young man and a young woman murdered at the university in Salem, Oregon. Not the university, but a college in Salem, Oregon, a smaller college. And at the beginning, they thought maybe it was connected because it's kind of down the same
I hear
area.
they're still looking into that. I heard something like that tonight
Yeah,
that they're still looking into that because
they are.
that
Well,
was
and you realize,
they were stabbed and it was after 3 o'clock in the morning and it was on the 13th.
yes, and that's only, Salem is only 40 minutes on the interstate from
Yeah,
Eugene.
yeah. This is I believe it's a serial killer, and he's
Yeah,
probably striking
it's
within a 150-mile, 200-mile range.
right, easily. Well, and you go over. Well, when you were at Michael Vaughn's, you were literally 8 hours from me. I'm due west on the coast, right at the
Okay.
beach.
So
So,
you're on the other side of Oregon.
right. I'm on the coast, right on the beach,
Okay.
right in the smack ass in the middle of Oregon. Yeah. So where they found the car last night to the airport is literally 40 minutes from my house, up the river.
Yeah.
Because everything here is up a river. It's all estuary.
When I seen the car wrecked, I was like, that'd be too easy. That's like handing the police the evidence. I was like, it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, but you never know what kind of trouble they were freaking in when they got out of the car and got away.
Yeah, like I accidentally wrecked the car and was like, oh shit. Jumped out, grabbed the tags, and ran.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. When you get into stolen cars that are committing crimes, I start to
No,
lean towards
people steal
gangs
cars
and things
here all
like
the
that.
time. They might have left the key and left it running, and just somebody got away with the car. It's pretty crazy out here with the homelessness and stuff.
Hmm.
And Eugene is it's a really bad place. It's where the University of Oregon Ducks are. but it's also very mild weather here. So the homeless, they have tent cities and everything.
Yeah.
So if you leave your vehicle running, it's gone. So if you wanted to get your vehicle stolen, it would be real easy. Take the tags, it's a pretty.
Yeah, we were hearing about a story last night where a lady had went into the store and left her kids in the car, and her 2 kids got kidnapped. One was dropped off at the airport. I don't know if they ever found the other kid. Does anybody in the chat know?
I don't know. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it was on the
We
news.
had an earthquake out here last night. We had an earthquake, 6.5. It was the epicenter was Josh from the lab at his house.
Okay.
But it literally woke me up, and I'm freaking, 8 hours north of Josh.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, we had a hell of an earthquake, but no tsunami.
I know.
Anyway, I don't want to take all your time. I just wanted to let you know I got a little weirded out when I saw those FBI people because,
Okay.
it's easy to tell because they come flying in on a private plane, and it's a little airport. It's not a big, huge metropolitan airport.
I'm sure it was enough for them to check out, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, you have a good one. Happy holidays to you.
Thanks for calling. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hi, chat. And you guys keep looking for kids.
All right, peace.
Okay, peace. Bye.
She thanked me for calling, but technically, you called me. Dolly.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. You got to turn me down in the background. Hello.
Yes. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hey.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised I got a hold of you. Yes.
Oh, you did.
Am I on?
Yes, you're on, but you got to turn me down in the background.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Am I on? Okay. I have a theory.
All right, let's hear it. All right,
okay.
now tell us who this is and where you're calling from first.
Oh, I'm calling from Kelly.
Okay.
Okay. My theory is, I believe it's probably a serial killer. I'm thinking maybe 2 people. They're talking about the white car, and they said that there's more than one person they're looking for in the white car. So I'm thinking maybe there was one in the car and one in the house, like a lookout guy.
That's what I was thinking, too. That was a getaway driver.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm thinking the guy was probably in his late 30s, just got out of prison or something. He's probably done this before. And I'm thinking he either doesn't live around there, probably like 50 miles or more away, just comes to work there, drinks a lot, was at one of the bars, and happened to see the girls. And they were like, living it up right there, and everybody knew them. And so I think he got fixated on them and watched them for a while and decided, let's do what we can because, holidays are coming in and people are leaving. So they were at the wrong place.
I heard there's a lot of people in town from out of town that day, too, because of different events that were going on in town that weekend. So it had a lot of outside people in town. So there was a lot of outsiders around. Yeah.
I really do think it has nothing to do with the college kids or anything. They're like if they're wet, they weigh 10 pounds maybe. They're just kids, They're not strong enough to.
I don't know. It don't take much to stick a knife through your chest.
Well, yeah, but the way that they explained the way the cuts were and how much force was used on them.
They believe it was. I do believe they think it's a strong man.
Yeah. I'm just saying. And then the white car in front, more than likely, didn't belong to them. They probably had stolen it, and it's dumped somewhere. They'll find the car, but there should be some DNA. I'm thinking.
Yeah, there gotta be some. If you went in there. And unless they burn it, but if they burn it, the fire department's going to find it. So if they lit it up, it would have been found. But the only thing about that is they lit it up, there wouldn't be no evidence in it because it'd be a blaze, So
yeah, but
if they burned the car, wouldn't it been known by now? Like they found a car burnt
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I
or,
think it hasn't been burnt yet. But then again,
Yeah.
you're on the West Coast. There's a lot of chop shops. There's a lot of car theft on the West Coast. So
Well, that is true too.
maybe somebody knows where to get rid of that car. Or
Yeah.
maybe the car don't have shit to do with it. But
Oh, that could be it too.
but the
I'm
police
thinking
seem
it's
to
a
think
truck.
it does.
Yeah, I'm thinking the
The big white
perpetrator.
truck.
Yeah, either a big truck, some kind of a working truck, because they have to have been working there. Or, those type of people that come to work in certain, states for a little bit and then they leave and then they go to another state. And, because I went to live in Washington, but I couldn't find a place right away. So I stood in a hotel. And this was not a, nice hotel because they're expensive.
Yeah.
And I noticed a lot of people that were there were working people. I'm talking big men, big trucks.
Yeah.
That would work out in this areas for a short period of time and then go someplace else.
Yeah, usually when I
So,
stay, like when I'm traveling and I stop at some of them little roadside hotels, it's usually filled with people that are there, construction workers that are there in town
Yeah.
working or something like that.
So I'm thinking it was something like that. This person has to have done it for a while. I mean, he's probably done it more than once and close by. And he's probably what they call cooling off period. And then, because they get a high off of it. They get this adrenaline rush, and they like that feeling of control. So they'll do it again and again until they get caught.
I know.
So this is just an opinion, something that I've been thinking about a lot because I've been watching you and watching the other guys, and and I can't remember what channel it was, but there was this gentleman that talked to a guy that was in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And he will call up this guy, and he is in San Quentin prison. And he was telling this guy, I can't remember what channel it was, that he thought that it was a person, like a serial killer, that he's done it before, that he was in and out of prison. And he gave good descriptions, like how, he thinks, what he does. He said it was more than likely he was there at least 2 weeks before, and that he watched the girls, so he knew their surroundings, and that more than likely he was in the house waiting for them.
Yeah.
And that's how he did what he did, and did it quick and got out.
Yeah, he must have probably been leaving town knowing he's working there for a while. This is my last day. Today's the day I'm going to do it. And then he's leaving anyway kind of person. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it looks like whoever, if the white car is responsible, it's definitely somebody not from that area or somebody that was fleeing that area.
Yeah. I mean, there's kids doing stupid things, and they probably, I'm thinking that car has to do something with her ex-boyfriend. A friend was watching the house. Because, they called the guy 6 times or more. So
yeah,
obviously,
something was going on. Something's definitely going on with them. They had something going on. Is it something minor or is it something major? But when I see like Jack D and the kids, I don't know. It's hard to say what a killer looks like, but they just don't look like they went in there and did that. I don't know though. You never really.
No,
really
I don't
know.
think they did that. I think they were watching the girls, keeping an eye on them, because I think he was really possessive with her, because he was always online. And he was always following them, and he was, like, always around the girls. So not answering his phone and saying he was asleep, I don't think so. I think he came with some friends to see what was up, why they were calling that much, and
yeah, but
then
why
took off.
kill him?
I don't know. I don't know. There's 2 theories. It could be a serial killer, or it could be related to someone she knows. But I'm going more towards an older gentleman in his late 30s, maybe early 40s, that wasn't from around that place. That's my theory.
Okay. Well, look,
he's going to get caught. They all do, eventually.
Eventually, yeah. Look, hey, I appreciate you calling in. You have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, peace. Dolly!
Hello.
Hello.
I thought you had me blocked there for a while.
Why would I have you blocked? Who's this? Where you calling from?
this is Gunslinger.
No, I don't have you blocked, Gunslinger.
I know every time I call, I just get this Jimmy Jams.
Oh, because it's probably people blowing the phone lines up. If it don't ring, you just got to get that magic moment where it gets through.
I'm really thinking they need to check out them roommates more.
I mean, the roommates are super suspect to me, their actions, but the police have cleared them. They're saying they're cleared. You know, at this present time, they're cleared. Is the key word. At this present time, they're not suspects.
Right, but you know, just like Dylan, she made her Facebook page private, which I probably would have too.
Yeah,
but
if you got a million strangers hitting up your face, yeah, you're probably gonna privatize everything too. I mean, you want to keep some of your stuff private in this world.
But her boyfriend went on Instagram and made a statement that he was there that night with them, that he stayed there.
That he stayed there?
Yes, and it's him and her sitting on a bed. And he's
Which
got
boyfriend? Which boyfriend? Which guy?
Dylan's boyfriend.
Dylan's boyfriend said he was there that night and he had stayed the night.
Mm-hmm.
Then where's Beth?
That's what I want to know. But he's sitting in a car when he's making the statement.
Okay, so he's sitting in a car making a statement that he was there that night that the killings happened.
He posted it on his Instagram.
And he said he stayed the night the killings were happened.
Yes, sir.
And he didn't hear nothing.
I think they got a lot. I think they got a lot to say. They just don't want to say it.
Huh. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard about, the police haven't said about anything else other than Beth and Dylan being in the house.
Well, see, this come out.
And Ethan, they said he was spending the night, that he didn't live there.
Just like a couple. It come out like 3 or 4 days ago, and I tried to get a hold of you.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't get a hold of you, and I tried to message you and everything, but you don't look at your messages very much.
Yeah, I mean, I get so many of them. I try to get through them quick as I can.
I don't blame you. But, yeah, then there is suspicious to me.
Yeah, I mean, they're suspicious from the get-go, because if the killer parked in the front, he walked around back to get in. If he walked through the front, he would have had to walk right past Beth and Dylan to get to the other people to kill them. So he had to go through the back, is my thought.
And they're talking about the white car, but they're not talking about the black SUV.
I thought it was a black car, but that was the car that was the Uber that was in the neighborhood.
C2 that was in the driveway too.
Huh. Yeah, see, because I heard nothing about the boyfriend being there of the night of.
Well, like I say, it
not
come
from
out like
official authorities. Not the police haven't said that. He might be right. He may be saying that, but the police haven't said anybody else was in that house.
I'm just. They were the only ones that had access to clean themselves up from blood, dispose of their clothes or wash their clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the amount of time, because they didn't call the police at 12 o'clock the next day.
Right.
That's a lot of hours.
I mean, it's just.
Well, if you got find a video that where he's saying he was there and shoot that to my Facebook if you would.
All right, I'll go back through all my there's only certain ones I watch.
Okay.
So I will.
All right, thank you.
If you go through Instagram, you'll find him on Instagram.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Shout outs to Flo Nightingale. Happy holidays to you too, Flo. Thank you for your super sticker. Awesome. Guys, you are just tuning in. There's like 1,000 in the room. Hit the like button for your boy Dolly. How y'all gonna do me like this at Christmas? Dolly.
Dolly,
Yes.
it's your girl,
Rose from Virginia.
Lazy Daisy.
Lazy Daisy. What's up, Lazy Daisy?
Well, I got a few things, Jimmy. You know You know how
I bet you do.
You know how I is.
I know how you be.
Huh?
I know how you be.
Yeah. Jimmy, I'm leaning towards revenge killing. On the Idaho.
Revenge killing.
Yeah. I don't see the serial killer thing in it really at all because that was a group of very popular people, obviously, from the pictures and things. I mean, that was a smiley, happy, top energy group, right? It looked like the elitists that kind of ruled the college, you know?
Oh, shit.
And I think this was a revenge killing. A serial killer would pick out some, you know, I don't know. They just do it for the death of it.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's crazy they didn't use a gun and they just stabbed the people.
Well, the stabbing to me is personal and rage.
You know what it was? I wonder if they they might not have liked turtles.
Well, honey, don't play with me like that, Jimmy.
I'm just kidding.
Jimmy!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Jimmy lady. No, I'm feeling there was a personal revenge thing going on. Somebody who knew them and knew how they do. I think it was someone who just felt like they got slighted by that group somehow. And it was someone close by. But the other question that I have that no one seems to talk about is, how did they get out of the house without leaving footprints? I mean, even O.J. Simpson left fucking footprints.
I know. I said the same thing. That's what made the roommate so suspect. But they saying that they didn't do it. They're not suspects.
Well, I think the police have got a lot more information than they're letting out.
Yeah.
And that is the case a lot of times. They seem to be really working this case. I mean, I feel like they are, you know. And I understand they can't let everything out that they know, you know. Yeah. But I think we'll find out who and why. And it'll probably be some serial killer, but that had a personal vendetta, maybe, you know.
Maybe.
And if he don't get caught, he'll do that shit again. That, you know. Does it sound like I'm riding both sides of the fence?
I don't know there. I don't know. Sounds like something.
Oh, the other question I got for you, Jimmy, is remember a while back, and I keep up with you. I mean, I flip onto you at least once a day, okay? Maybe more. Give you a thumbs up, slide in and out, whatever. But, like, a while back, you had this friend called Big Smo, and there was the thing with the daughter, and that was it. It was just one night of this problem, and I never heard any outcome.
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Big Schmo.
Oh, Big Smo. They found his daughter.
Oh, they did? Everything's okay?
Yeah, everything good with Big Smo.
Well, how come they didn't report that? I mean...
we did.
Oh, I guess I must have missed that one.
Yeah, you must have.
Well, anyway, Jimmy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I can't complain.
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Okay. All right, Rose from Virginia. I hope you have a happy holidays.
You sound like you're trying to sign off or something.
No. I just got a lot of people calling.
You still love your girl from Virginia, Jimmy?
Say what?
You still love your old Rose from Virginia?
Gotta have some love for the old Rose from Virginia. All right, Rose.
Love you, brother.
All right, peace.
Peace.
This is a certified hood classic.
There you go. That was Rose from Virginia. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay. I had some really. I watched something really interesting tonight, and I couldn't wait to share it with you. It's from the Drunk Turkey channel.
The Drunk Turkey channel.
Yeah, let me get you the right name here.
I got you. I never heard of it.
Well, let me just get you the right name because you're gonna probably want. Okay, it's called the Drunk Turkey Show, and what they showed was they showed an elementary school in Jack's father's neighborhood where the father is the teacher at the elementary school and they live a few houses down.
Uh-huh.
And across the street was parked a Hyundai Elantra because his father owns one. And he is about an hour and a half away. So if he got a call from Adam, it would take him an hour and a half. He could leave his phone there and, do the deed and then get back home. The thing is that I think that Plunder seems to think she heard when they're walking down the street and I'm trying to rush so that, you can take other calls.
No, you're fine.
But, so, when Kaylee says, Maddie, what did you tell Adam? Well, before that, and I did hear on another show they had it a little clearer about what that Jack said, and he said something about ditching those guys, and then it sounds like and taking the dog. So it could be that Adam called, Jack and said, hey, Kaylee's leaving and she's taking your dog. And it might have just been, that's it, I'm done. And it could be what broke him. But there's a lot of stuff that points to him. And I've thought it was him from the beginning, but I couldn't believe that, I think what's going on is that they're not saying, I think they know who it is. And I think they know it's him, and even the father might know.
So
but they've got to put the
police
case
are on
together.
FBI,
So I think they just have to get all their ducks in a row because you can't try somebody twice.
Yeah.
So if they blow it, and the fact that Kaylee had the most horrific, she took the brunt of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and you see some of the things he wrote on her pictures. There was a picture of her going up the steps on a boat, and she looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
And
he wrote
says,
some pervy stuff.
Anybody got a rag so I can clean up? I mean, come on. And I think he was angry because he was with her since he was like 14.
Yeah.
She was his life, and she's moving on. She's doing great things and new car, the whole thing, and he's kind of left in the dust.
Yeah.
And
she's starting a new life, and he's kind of getting left behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's motivation maybe to do something like that.
Yeah, I would look at that the Drunk Turkey show because they show the Honda Elantra on the road. Of course, it wasn't recent, but they show it sitting there, and it looks like there's a young guy sitting in the car, like waiting for Dad, right across from the elementary school where his dad works. And I heard that his family owned a Hyundai Elantra way back, but no one has said anything about it. And that's strange to me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're just,
well,
I don't know.
You would think that the police looking for it, they would be looking in to see if any of these kids' family had one.
Well, yeah, but that's another thing they might already know. And, at the beginning, I kind of thought Kaylee's sister might have been involved just because she interjected into the whole case right away, and Jack's 1,000% innocent and all this, and I thought maybe she helped him out or something, but I'm not thinking that anymore.
Well, I mean, when you're around somebody's family, they usually tend to think they know the character of you, but you can really never really know somebody like that.
No, Kaylee's relationship with him could be so different than what they know. He could have been a little abusive, possessive, jealous. He wrote back in 2017 that if he had $1 for every time she lied to him, he'd be rich.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's back in 2017. If they were having problems then, I'm imagining it continued,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. If he did do it, they'll link it together.
Yeah, they will. They will. And it's just so tragic. And you know what someone else said, that when Kaylee was frantically on her phone, like she was trying to diffuse the situation and make it right with Jack, but she couldn't get through to him. Somebody said she might have been saying, don't worry, I want to get back with you.
What if she was messing with somebody else, and
the
girl told Adam that she was messing with somebody else already, and he told Jack?
I think Adam told him she's leaving, she's going to Texas tomorrow and she's taking your dog.
Didn't he already know that, though?
I don't think he did. I don't think he knew a lot of things, because she was, he was at his father's. He wasn't up there. So she figured, he wouldn't know about the new car. He wouldn't know about going to Texas when she was going, But wouldn't it be tragic if, in all those texts that she was sending, to him, trying to get a hold of him, she was telling him she wanted to work it out, but he left his phone at his dad's, killed her, and then got back and got the text? I mean, that'd be tragic, yeah.
I think if it's anything to do with these kids, there's some type of weird love triangle. It's always that triangle that gets you.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. It's just very, very sad, and but I don't want to sound cold, but I'm really getting tired of listening to her father.
Well, I mean,
isn't that mean?
I mean, he has his opinions on things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we still should take information from the police over the father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I get his concerns. He's concerned. It's his kid. He has the right to say whatever the hell he wants to say.
And she was so happy that night. Huh?
I would still stick with what the police are saying over what the dad's saying. If the dad's saying this dude ain't a suspect, well, I don't believe that until the police say he ain't a suspect.
Oh, there was one other thing that I don't think anyone's picked up on, and I only picked up on it once. At one point at the grub truck, a hoodie guy was standing there. Mm-hmm. Some guy comes over and stands right in front of him with his back to him, but he's talking to him. And the hoodie guy talks back, and then that guy leaves. So he only comes over to stand in front of him and say something, but with his back to him, like,
well,
like
whatever
it was
initiated in the beginning when they asked about what did you say to Adam, he had originally brought it up. He said something. And then she says, hey, what did you say to Adam? But it was indistinguishable what he said. But he initiated that engagement of whatever. He said something to her that made her go, what did you say to Adam?
Right.
So that dude had already knew something was told to Adam.
I think, like I said, I heard someone made it sound like he said, you're going to ditch the guy and take his dog.
Yeah, don't take a dude's dog.
What?
And why did he have a golden doodle? But I got a chihuahua. I can't say nothing. I
love your little dog. I love it. Love it. So how is she?
She's doing good. She's laying right here beside me, asleep.
Oh, good. That's good. I love her. Yeah, I got to get myself a dog.
Well, look, you have a happy holidays, and maybe Santa will bring you a dog for Christmas.
Maybe. Hey, you have a wonderful Christmas, too.
All right, you have it easy. Take it
easy.
All
right.
Peace.
I'll see you later, Dolly. Bye-bye.
Dolly.
Hi, baby.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you tonight?
You know, I'm living the life, rock star, American dream.
Don't you want to know my name?
If you feel like telling it to me.
My name's Josie.
Josie? All right, well, hey, Josie.
And don't you want to know where I'm from?
If you want to tell me, Josie.
I'm from Pussycatville.
Pussycatville? I've been there a few times. I got frequent flyer miles. So what you want, Tina? You're not
Did
that
I fool
good.
you?
No.
Did I fool you for even 2 seconds? I did
No,
too.
You didn't.
I did too.
No.
God dang it. I'm trying to learn a little
I am
southern
a
drawl
voice
here.
expert. I could work at Quantico. Okay? Like, I'm a
Well,
genius when it comes to voices. Nobody's better
I
than me.
don't know. You know what, though? I beg to differ. You want to know why? Chrissy called in.
I mean, I forget
Chrissy called
sometimes.
in. I know.
I
I
mean,
know.
it ain't
Or no,
always
you
on.
thought
I mean,
I was Chrissy. What am
when
I
I'm
trying
on
to
my
say?
when I'm on my game, I'm good.
Damn it, you really knew it was me from the get-go.
I knew it was you.
You did not. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I'm good.
I don't
like
believe
that,
it.
so I'm master of voices.
God. Well, I'm going to have to try a little harder to fool you because that was fun. I didn't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what do you got? I know you got some notes. What did you find out today? Did you sleuth around? Did you find out anything good? Or did you just sit around and pet your cats all day? We need to know.
I
The
sat
internet
around.
needs to know.
I sat around and played with the cats, and I fell on my ass down the steps because we got a lot of snow, and we're not used to it here.
Somebody said Tina into role playing now. Okay.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
She's
Okay, I'm
learning.
gonna say it. I've never done that. Never done that.
Okay.
Might be fun though, but never done that.
Okay. Too much information is being shared
I
here
know.
on Dolly Vision. Okay.
Okay.
Too
It's
much
PG.
information. I only got 500
Okay.
likes. If y'all going to share that type of information, we at least got to have 1,000 likes.
I know.
Lolo
Do
gets
it
a
for
Slim Jim
Lolo,
and
you guys.
1,000.
Do it for. Oh, I'm so bummed. I thought you were like, I don't know. I just thought I would, do something different, and you didn't even fall for it. All right. I still think you did the first teeny part. But,
Maybe the
okay.
first 3 seconds. Okay.
Really? Okay, I feel a lot better now. But listen, I'm really bummed about the car thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
That don't
I
mean they
didn't
ain't gonna
really.
find the car. It just means that want the car.
I don't think they're going to find it now because everyone's like it's in a chop shop
Damn,
or
you ain't very
in the
optimistic.
water. No, I'm not. Now I do think though, with all the DNA samples and stuff out there, they're going to find the killer. I do. I don't.
I mean,
I
that
don't
house
think
has
you can.
everybody's DNA in it. It has everybody at the college's DNA in that house.
Well, but
They
I
were
may
having
mix
parties
with the
without them
blood
there. Can you imagine that? What people are probably doing on your beds and
on your couches,
yeah, like
and under the beds,
you
and
probably go in that house
in the
with a black light, the
closet.
whole house probably glows.
In the closets, in the bathroom.
That was
All right, we're keeping this PG. You said.
PG, I know.
See, Lolo, he growled last time I called. Remember that?
Because you're loud. Maybe that's what it is. She can hear you.
Oh man, Lolo, I love animals.
She don't like cat people.
I used.
See, she heard cats.
Oh
She don't
man.
like cats. I don't like cats.
Well, she likes pugs, and I used to walk Pugsley. Not your daughter's Pugsley, of course, but a different one. Yeah. But no, I'm just like, no, I'm talking about the DNA mixed in with the blood.
Yeah, but you got to get cut to leave DNA mixed in with the
Oh,
blood.
he got cut all right.
How do you know he got cut?
He had to have.
How? What if he had a cable or has a thing to stop you from getting cut?
But I heard some FBI person say, I didn't write it down, but they did say that more than likely the hand slipped down and he probably got cut too. I heard that
they got
about a week ago.
113 pieces of evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know what the 113 pieces are. I just know there's 113 pieces.
Yeah, and thousands of, not digital. That was in the hundreds, right? I don't know. I can't keep it all straight.
It's a lot.
I
That's what I'm
ran
saying.
out
They
of
got a lot to
paper,
go
Jimmy.
through. You ran out of paper?
Wow. Yeah, I need to buy some more paper, and then I can take more notes.
Okay.
But I have a couple of things that I got that I think are pretty cool off a different channel. It's not long. I know I've already taken up a lot of Jimmy's time, but they're short, and I'll just read them, okay?
Okay,
They're
go
kind
ahead.
of cute.
Okay, go ahead.
So nobody has ever been arrested for murder. They have only ever been arrested for not planning it properly.
Okay.
What do you think of that? And then this one is, despite the psychopath's lack of conscience and empathy for others, they are inevitably better at fooling people than any other type of offender.
I don't think that's true.
What?
I don't think that's true.
Okay, well then what offender is more, what did I say? Better at fooling people? What do you say? What kind of other offender then, besides a psychopath?
I think.
Well, there's so many, aren't there?
I don't know, but I think a psychopath, you can tell when somebody's fucking crazy as hell. They don't be fooling anybody.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Why didn't I see it that way?
I don't know.
All right. And then this one's kind of sad. In our minds, a constant thought. In our hearts, a silent sorrow. That's for, mourning the loss of
what
people.
What are you, Buddha now? What, this paper cut Buddha?
Yeah, I got these off. All right, I'm just going to say where I found these sayings. It's coffee. Shoot, it's an Irish channel. So it's, what's that? Oh, Irish Coffee True Crime Channel.
Okay.
And she's really good. And she has these little sayings about schizophrenia and all this kind of stuff. And this one's really nice. Your life is like an unfinished story, and I desperately wanted to keep reading. Isn't that neat?
Okay. My story be like, if you're writing a book, leave my chapter out.
Right. I'll leave yours out. Oh, here's the schizophrenic mind is not so much split as shattered. Schizophrenia may be like a waking nightmare. That's rather depressing, too. Did you know you can get schizophrenia at any time, at any age?
Yeah.
Any time in your life. It can come upon you. Boom.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You
I don't have
become
it.
schizophrenic to adulthood.
Yeah, you're right. The onset of adulthood or adulthood, and yeah, it's quite sad.
Usually, you don't see too many schizophrenic kids, but as soon as people hit adulthood, it's something with I don't know. I ain't a doctor, but I know usually people deal with it in early adulthood.
Yeah, and it's scary. I don't know. So when I was going to the garbage, going down the steps, I had a big bag of my recyclables, and they all went tumbling down the damn stairs, and it was really loud because I had kitty cat cans and everything. That's the only thing I recycle. And I thought, oh, great. Everyone at the smokestack over there that stands outside, you can't even smoke in your apartments or on the deck here. Probably heard me and are looking and scoffing. And I looked over and no one was over there. I was very relieved. But yeah, so that was my day and playing with the kitties and stuff like that.
Have you heard any more about your neighbor?
No, and I haven't dared even go over and knock on the door. I talked to my bottom neighbor, and they're the ones that saw, what is that? The supporters.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Situations like that walk into the apartment. Because I was like, Jesse, are you
know what
sure?
It is? He might need some
what?
milk.
He needs some milk.
Need some milk?
Yeah, it does. It's good for your body.
You don't even drink milk, or do you?
Lactose intolerant.
No, you're not. You're just saying that.
Man.
I ain't just.
But do you drink milk? Because honestly, you've been bringing up milk a lot lately. So I put a milk emoji in the thing yesterday.
Well,
one of your lives.
Everybody needs a little milk.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, they do. I drink fat-free or 1%. Since
Don't
my
be
stroke.
rude.
I mean, I'm not really fat or anything, but you have to really watch your cholesterol. That's my advice to the chat and you. Keep tabs on your darn cholesterol.
Okay. Make sure I do that.
So, Yeah, make sure you do that. And I want to give a quick shout out, if I may, to that wonderful Washington State couple. And it was really cool because after that Oregon called, and so I said to my daughter, I said, Shaylin, I'm going to be the third Pacific Northwest caller. So I've been trying to call for like half an hour, and I've missed your show. So now I got to go back and watch it, but that's okay. And do you think maybe you could do a panel tomorrow night since you didn't do one tonight?
You know, I might later on tonight. I might do a panel when it gets a little later.
What?
Yeah.
Like 3 in the morning?
I mean, I'm here for a little while. I didn't wake up to an hour ago. I'm here.
Oh,
you
might do a panel in this live later on.
In this live.
All right, cool. Maybe I'll wear my turtle slippers. Or this live. What live did I say?
I don't know what the hell you even talking about, Tina.
No, this live that you're in right now. Aren't we live right now?
You're still here.
Yeah.
Isn't this a show? Yeah. So do you mean later on in this live you're going to do panels? Or you're going to start another live?
In this one.
Oh, my goodness. Boy. Okay, I'll wear my turtle slippers. And by the way, Dumpling is baby paper cut.
Okay.
She's literally baby paper cut now. Everyone's calling her that because we're both kind of a little naive, a little gullible, and we try to be sweet and kind. So you know.
Oh, shit.
All right. See you later. Bye.
All right. Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. That was the one and only paper cut Tina. Okay. Getting paper cuts worldwide. Okay, worldwide paper cuts. All right, Rocket. I love you. LOL. Ha ha ha. Oh my God. It's 1 a.m. here at my place, Arkansas. All right, let's see who this is. Dolly.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey.
I just wanted to tell you that the man that owns the building that Jack D lived in, that he just moved out of, lives in Colorado.
Okay.
And he has a car. He supposedly has a car that he keeps there for when he goes to.
Yeah, like a lot of people got a car. I got a car to go to the store with. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it that car?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's that car.
Well, that's a score.
And people are saying that he has a son. I don't know about that, but I do know that the Colorado man owns the building that Jack lives in. He has a lot of properties, but he doesn't live. The Colorado
man owns the building that Jack lives in that got the car stolen that's wrecked in Oregon.
Exactly.
Why
You're
are they saying
smart.
Why are they saying the car is not connected though?
Because there's a lot of money involved here, and I'm not going to say any names because saying names got Jonathan live pulled by YouTube, so I don't want yours to get pulled. So, but I'm telling you, this is the biggest lead yet, and if they try to cover it up, it's going to be like Kylie Rodney.
Oh Lord, not that name.
Well, you know that didn't go down right.
I might do that tomorrow. Or today, later on today, when I come live after I sleep. I'm going to talk about some Kylie Rodney. I was supposed to talk about some stuff I want to talk about today, but I ain't going to go into it today because it's just totally off topic. So I'm going to try to stay on track of what the damn title of the video is, you know. So, but yeah, I'll look into that a little bit. But, you know, I don't know where that information is coming from, but, you know, the news sources I've seen, which are news, they said the car is not connected, but I don't know.
I know. I don't know why. I heard yesterday the FBI was going to pick it up, which they obviously did late, this afternoon sometime.
Yeah.
One guy had a guy that lived right by where the car was parked on the road, and he went and took pictures, and that's in...
I have the pictures of the car. I have tons of pictures of the car that's on the side of the road. It has the rainbow sticker in the back. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And it has a Colorado something sticker, and that car only has 88,000 miles on it. Think about it. He drives less than I do. It's because it's a car for his property for when he comes to town.
Okay. All right. Well, the Colorado man owns the building that Jack lives in. Okay, we'll have to see if that's, we'll sleuth into that a little bit.
Well, Jack has moved out now, of course.
So it's a property to the old house he lived in or to the house he lives in now?
No, the house he lived, I assume he went back to his parents.
Allegedly. Let's say allegedly here because this is all allegedly.
Okay, he allegedly went back to his parents because he found out he was not moving with Kaylee.
Uh-huh.
He was there that night, though, because she asked him to come over, and she said, let's be adults.
Well,
we have a dog
if he was
together.
there, why would she be blowing his phone up?
Because she was trying to calm him down. He went off when he was told some information, and I can't prove that.
Oh, okay.
But he went off crazy, and she was trying to calm him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if he was there, there would be no need to call him.
No, he was in his old home.
Uh-huh.
That's okay. I'll say the address: 1127. You know the road.
Yeah.
Okay, he was at 1127 that night.
Uh-huh.
So he was in
proximity. Yeah,
Moscow.
I mean, I understand that.
Okay. And now he's gone. He's moved out because he's already graduated. And I assume he's back home at his parents because he was planning on leaving with Kaylee.
Uh-huh.
And that blew up in his face. And yes, I do think he would be that mad.
Oh, man, I don't think there's any reason in the world to get that mad, but, his
friends were her friends.
If you was a young man like that, and this is the first time you ever did something like that, would you think he'd be capable of doing that? And why not just kill the people that he's mad at? Why would you do the overkill of Xana and Ethan and the other people? Why not just go for your target, stab the one person, get out the house?
I think he planned on just killing Kaylee if he had to. I know he took the knife, and that's a little bit of premeditation right there. And I also think his fraternity brothers may have helped him. But I think he went straight to her room, and she wasn't there, and he went to Maddie's room. And Maddie woke up screaming and alerted the couple below. And that's how come he had to deal with them when he hadn't come there to do that.
So you think he went upstairs first, and then the two people upstairs woke up the two people downstairs, so when he came down, he had to do what he had to do to the people downstairs.
Yeah. And then he left. I don't think he ever wanted to kill anyone else.
If the people on the third floor screaming and woke up the people on the second floor, and then the people on the second floor are fighting, and it didn't wake up the people on the first floor, I mean, that's
look
that's
how
a lot.
It's made, though. The second floor is into the ground in the back. It's built into a hill.
Yeah.
If they lived in the front of the house, they aren't under the noise.
Yeah, I know the house is stacked weird, too, but I don't know. It just seems like you would hear that shit.
Well, I don't know, because I'm sure they're used to hearing a lot of loud stuff.
Yeah, but I think loud stuff and people being murdered, that's two different. I'm used to hearing loud stuff, but I can tell the difference between loud stuff and somebody being murdered.
Well, I don't think anybody screamed after the first stab. And if there was any voices making noise, it was probably the couple that was below them.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess time will tell, and let's see what new clues slowly the police leak out. And I'm sure even though they're saying people's cleared, that nobody's really cleared until this is over.
No, and I think when they don't have enough evidence, they often say somebody's cleared so they can watch you mess up.
Mm-hmm. Be watching and you think you good, and next thing you know, you got the FBI scoping you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm sure they got so much digital evidence to go through just dealing with the main kids, the main players, because there's so many of them. And then you got all these fraternity people just going through the digital stuff. It's going to take some time itself to figure out who they're talking to, who they associate it with, that type of stuff. that the FBI
Right.
is trying to, piece together. Who's friends with who hangs out with who.
Another thing is the blood having each person's blood that was collected had another person's blood mixed with it. All 4 victims. Okay, that person's
Yeah, but where's that
blood.
coming from? That's not coming from the police. That's some internet
No,
rumor right
but
there.
it's coming from Nancy. Yeah, it's coming from Nancy Grace, and she vets every piece of information. Trust me, she doesn't mess up, and she won't say where she got it. But somebody leaked it to her because she's Nancy Grace.
Oh yeah, she is Nancy Grace. That woman has some power. I used to be scared of her. I really like her now.
I like her a lot more than I used to, but I've sent her a lot of information on
Now that
people,
I'm into true
especially-
crime, I understand her anger and I understand her rage. When I just watched her and didn't know nothing about true crime, I just thought she was a mean, angry lady that wanted everybody's parents in jail. Now that I'm into true crime, I understand her 100% completely. I understand her rage. I understand her anger. I understand all that shit now. I actually like her now.
Yeah, I do too. But she can be a bitch, but
I mean,
sometimes
you're in a
that's what it takes.
situation where you're dealing with some of the worst of monsters, and she's constantly dealing with monsters. And when you start dealing with monsters, I think you'll get it. Like dealing with cold ass Leilani, and that's people like Nancy Grace deals with all the time.
I know. This is her, Leilani is her second mother that put the baby in the dumpster.
Yeah.
She did a case about 5 years ago.
Which case was it?
It was the woman she kept saying she didn't know where her baby was, and Nancy Grace kept yelling at her and saying, you need to tell the truth. I mean, she was hard on her.
Yeah, I mean,
and she eventually killed herself. Do you remember that?
Oh, that's terrible. I mean, but these people, monsters, you gotta live with these crimes you commit. Even Billy Joe and Leilani, they gotta live with that, with little Quinton being gone. I hope it haunts the shit out of them. To be honest,
it would ruin me. I definitely. Well, that's just the thing. I couldn't allow it to happen. I wouldn't do it, and I wouldn't be the mother that caused the child to be like that. Because Leilani is sick.
Yeah, she. So, do you think she should get the death penalty? Or you think she should get life in prison?
I don't feel like us humans have the right to take a life. So I'm going to say, even though it costs more, but that's the pain she needs, is to think every day, not be relieved of all pain.
Yeah, but what if she don't give a F?
She probably doesn't. I mean, she is cold as ice.
Ice. Her buckshot was cold as ice.
I know. Her eyes, it's almost scary to look into them.
I know. I looked right into them, and she's cold as shit. Cold.
They look dead or something. And then I do feel emotion from her mother, though. I do see her pain and feel her emotion.
I don't. I don't. I think she is a lot of the cause of what's happening.
Oh, she is. But at least she cared about him.
That's the only reason I think she shouldn't get the death penalty, Leilani, is because Billy Joe's her mama. And that girl was molested and abused as a child, and she's fucked up in the head, and it's them people around her's fault. I mean, I ain't saying she ain't effed up enough to go to prison for the rest of her life, but I don't really want to see her get the death penalty because I think she is scarred up a little bit from some shit that's happened to her. I think that's real. So
I know.
And it's made her crazy, and it's made her a baby killer. So it is what it is.
They're going to do
I'd like
a
to see her do
Netflix
life
thing
and
on...
Billy Joe do 10 years for child neglect is what I'd like to see, and I'd be a happy man.
Well, I would too. She does need that. Because really and truly, she hasn't changed. She's supposed to be in the church now, turned her life around 100%. No, she hasn't.
No, she was cracked out of her mind. Straight out of her mind when I was out
there. I never saw anything like that.
I mean,
I have never seen that.
That's the power of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's the power of YouTube. I mean, that lady was cracked out her mind. She didn't get Billy
I've
Jaw
seen,
for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't
yeah,
people
I've
picking on her.
seen where somebody flexes their jaw, and I'm thinking, what did you take?
Yeah.
But she was a whole other level.
That shit was moving. I thought it was unhinged from her face.
I wondered if she had removed her teeth. I kept looking and looking.
I don't know.
Trying to figure it out.
She has a little bit of, I think, mental disorders herself, too. I think she's really, really bipolar. Really bipolar. Quickly bipolar.
Well, it
she can
seems
go from
like she does have wild
She can go from
swings.
100 to 0, back and forth, like that. She can be raging and be like, "You want a beer?" You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is a lot.
That's how she was with her daughter.
I know.
She would be like, "Get out, get out! You need to leave."
Can you imagine? And you know, Billy Joe's a big woman, and you know she's probably kicked off in Leilani's ass a few hundred times. You know, if Leilani's being abusive towards kids, she was abused as a kid, so she thinks it's okay, and she got that from her mama beating on her. I guarantee it.
It's sad. Oh well, I guess I'll let you go.
All right, well, you be good.
She's going to be jealous.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too. Bye-bye.
All right, peace. She was super sweet. Also, guys, Lolo wants to thank you guys for everybody that's been getting her stuff off the wish list, okay? Lolo loves you, right? And she's rocking her jacket that a turtle got her, right? A turtle got her this jacket she's wearing, and she says she loves it. It's all fluffy and warm, so she's cool. So, Lolo, thanks you guys. I thank you everybody that's been hitting a like on the video. We got like 1,100, and we only got 500 damn likes on this video at Christmas time. And I'm running a special. I'm going to let you like the video right now for absolutely free. It ain't going to cost you nothing, okay? Let's see if we can get Dolly up to 1,000. We're going to give Lolo a Slim Jim. You know, at a G, she gets a piece of the Slim Jim, and Lolo loves Slim Jims. That's how I blackmail y'all into liking my videos. It's terrible that I had to do that, okay? Don't make me pull out a little dog, okay? That's when it's getting desperate. All right, Florida. Dolly.
Hi, Dolly. My name is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
And I really like your show.
Thank
you. Yes, you're welcome. But I was calling in because the police officer, you know, that gave the update, you know, and he said that all the leads or all the numbers of calls people have called in.
Yeah.
You know, well, I wish they would tell us, more or less he was telling us, look, people, we're going to do it my way, you know, but they appreciate everything that the people are doing. But it would be nice if they would say that some of these leads are helping us, you know, you understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Right, but anyhow...
Well, I heard the dude that's running it, the main cop, he's only been in position for 2 years.
Okay. Well, he's doing a good job, but I mean, just the way, you know, he said on his update, you know, about, you know, we've had this many call-ins, we've had this many of all the things that, you know, people are calling in for, and how much he appreciated it. But then he kind of when he got to the end, just his words, you know, more or less meant, I picked up on, but it's going to go the way we want it to go. Like, almost like nobody's going to tell him how to do this, but they're going to do it his way. Probably meaning we're going to do this the right way. We aren't going to give out information that we can't, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I was thinking, you know, when people talk, they'll say about the white car, the white car, the white car. And I'm like, well, I want to know who is inside that white car. It's like, you know, it's kind of weird, but I was thinking about that, and I thought, well, that's the only lead they're giving us is about the white car. And I think that it's a way to put us on hold while they do the right job they're doing, perhaps. Or is there proof that this white car is involved in the crime against the 4 students?
Well, they're saying that the car was would have direct information to the crimes that it was out there. So
okay,
the police are saying it's directly related. So
great.
that's why
okay.
there's such big importance on the car.
Okay, thank you. And then did any one of them have, to me it seems like a hate crime, that this person that did this to them just kept building that and had been around with them for a long time, but just kept building up his or her own anger towards them, or that they couldn't fit in the group right or anything, and that all this anger built up in the killer so bad that he, then he planned to do it. He had been thinking and thinking and thinking how to do it, and he did it. And I'm wondering about no footprint left, is if any of their people that they hang with or they know was studying as a medical student, and then when you're in college, you go and do a little training during your college, and you have access, to the hospital slippers, the sanitary stuff, the gowns, the hats, and I don't know that. And then I also wonder if the student or whoever had that white car after the killing went back home like so many others because they were afraid to be there, and they don't know the person that went home to do the studies and everything until this was all solved. I was thinking too.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, the possibilities are endless. It's going to come out eventually because this person that's done this, they're going to do this again. This ain't going to be the last time they kill somebody. But look, happy holidays to you, and thank you for calling.
Hey, happy holidays to you. May I say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
The person that spoke about the father that bothered them, how he speaks out. But we have to, I put myself in other people's shoes. And if it was my child, none of us know how we would react unless it's our family that is in their shoes.
Yeah.
So the father, I mean, imagine if it was your child, your daughter.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to, you want to know, and you want things to be told because it can help the parents kind of, and they're not going to go run and tell everybody, have them sign a contract or whatever, but give them
the lawyer
information.
for the parents told the people to keep helping, keep sleuthing, and all that.
Yeah, there was a comment made by one of the call-ins that the dad was driving her crazy.
Oh, I don't know.
And I thought, no, we don't know how we would be if it was our own child.
That's right.
So we couldn't cut down a father that wants information. That's his blood.
Yeah, no shit. At least he cares enough. He's out there trying to figure it out,
Yeah, but I mean, the police could easily say, well, here, guys, I'm going to start giving you more information, but you have to sign this contract that you won't leak it out.
Yeah.
If that's what they're worried about.
Yeah, they need to be transparent with the parents. Give them what they know. Stop holding things like, I guess.
Because, that just causes them more worry and pain. They could have a heart attack, a stroke.
Yeah.
Imagine all that stress, Dolly.
Yeah. Yeah, they kill you.
And I do want to tell you something. I must have a sick sense of humor, but I think it was JLR was talking about the student, I think years ago, that was found in from Moscow, Idaho, at the campus in a creek.
Yeah.
And I must have a terrible
accident,
sense
drowning.
of humor, because he said and here he is in a lake. Now, to
Hold
me,
on real quick. Joan Slee, thank you so much. She says Lolo looks cute in her new jacket. Merry Christmas, Jimmy. Thank you, Joan. All right, go ahead. Sorry to cut you
I'll
off.
just say this and then I'll go. But whenever you have a job that's stressful or you're a coroner or whatever, sometimes you have to make a joke just to stay alive in that job.
Yeah.
When you're working with some depressing things. Anyway, JLR said, well, he said, here he was, in this creek, and to me, that's a little fishy. And all of a sudden, I started laughing because not about the boy, but the pond and the fishy,
Yeah, it's a pond. It's a little fishy.
Yeah.
There's fish in the pond. Yeah,
kind of fishy.
It's a pond.
That he'd be in there. But yeah, so we just all have to be patient and say our prayers, and the truth will eventually come out.
That's for sure.
When the good Lord says it's time, and
Thank
we'll
you,
all
Wild
learn
Angel.
something through this.
For sure. And there's going to be answers. What happens in the dark always comes to light. And I'll talk to you next time. Happy holidays.
Exactly. And you got to go through the storm before you see the rainbow. And happy holidays to you.
All right. Peace.
And your daughter. Later.
Awesome. All right, guys. Real quick, I'm going to kick into a song. And I'm going to be right back with you guys, okay? So let's do it. Don't go anywhere. It'll give you a second to like the video if you haven't yet. I'll be right back.
Like the fire in a cheetah, like a star about to fall. A fever rush inside me when I see her. I'm a dice roll, and I can feel my heart skip a beat or two. I don't know how to breathe, I don't know how to breathe, and I can feel within I am black and blue. Can't explain what she released, can't explain what she released when she said, and I said, like a beat getting stronger, feel the air around her, dance like a falling leaf, like a song on the radio, out on the patio, we'll find a dream to seize. The way she makes me feel when I see the way she's moving, I can feel it to my bones, like a shiver, oh, the image of our fusion. In a moment we stole, in a moment we stole, and I said, and I said, like a beat getting stronger, feel the air around her, dance like a falling leaf, like a song on the radio, out on the patio, we'll find a dream to seize. Like a beat getting stronger, feel the air around her, dance like a falling leaf.
Get ready for round two.
Like a song on the radio, out on the patio, we'll find a dream to seize.
Okay. So look. So I was going to open the phone lines back up, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up StreamYard. I'm going to open up the panel. If you want to come up on panel, press 1 in the chat room. Okay, if enough people want to come up, then I will open up the panel, bring some of you guys up. We do a hangout, open discussion, anything true crime related, okay, because it's already 2:30 in the morning, so I've already done an hour and a half. So let's see, some of you guys want to come up or what? What was that song? That song is called Spin Me. No, I'm scared. Don't be scared. No one's going to bite you. Wild Angel says 1. Okay. Are y'all scared? All you have to show is your thumbnail. It's the same as calling in. Of course, Paper Cut Tina. You know Paper Cut Tina's coming up. Now, and I want to say this too, because you know about that the lady that called in and said the car was connected to that dude. Look, that's all allegedly. I just want to make sure y'all know that, okay? That I wouldn't look too much into that. That might just be some internet rumor type stuff right there. But give me 1 second. I'm going to open up my StreamYard. And I will put the chat into the room. The link. And in my mods, you guys can, of course, copy it. What the hell? Okay, here we go. Let me enter the studio real quick. And like I said, you don't have to share your video as long as you have a thumbnail up. I do have to see you to make sure you're not a troll. And then once I see you, you're good to go, okay? Let me enter the studio, add to stream. This is the link right here, guys. It's just the same as calling in. If you don't want, I won't even share you, okay? But here you go. It's just a little bit better because that way I don't have the phone constantly ringing in my ear while I'm talking to people. A little bit better on your ears, okay? But that is the link to get in the room. Mods, please copy that so I don't... People be like, what's the link? I don't have to copy it and send it again. At Papercut Teen, you're just a beautiful person. Ha 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 ha. Okay, well that's the link to come up if you guys want to come up. That'll give me a second to roll this. Okay. I am ugly enough to get you talking though. LOL. Well, come on up, Brenda. Don't be scared. You can use your thumbnail. You don't even have to show yourself. It's the same as calling in. I'll stay on this screen if you want, and it'll just be like a phone call. Or I can jump over and share the screen. It's up to you guys. So, let's see. Let me actually share this. Let me blow it up a little bit. I don't think I can blow it up any more than that. Alright. But I'll stay on this screen. But, okay, Wild Angel's over here. What's up, Wild Angel? Can you hear me? Hello? You okay, there you go. Now you're unmuted. Can you hear me?
No.
No, you can't hear me? Then how did you say no? Hello? Alright, this is weird.
No, I just hear you on the TV only.
Okay, well then maybe you need to log out and come back in. Because I don't know how come you're not hearing me. And if you're going to hear me on the TV, it's going to be a weird, crazy delay. We're not going to be able to hold a conversation like that. Did you hear that? All right, guys, this is the link to get in. There's Dumpling. Hey, Dumpling, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, what you up to?
Nothing. What you up to? Oh, hold on. I still have YouTube on. My bad. There we go.
Another day in YouTube paradise, I guess. You know, I figured I'd pull this up so I didn't have to hear the phone beeping constantly. But
yeah.
we got Wild Angel with us too, but I don't know if she got her mic fixed yet. Let's see. Did you get your mic fixed, Wild Angel?
I can hear you moving.
I can hear her.
it. Yeah.
All right, we got Paper Cut with us too.
I can hear you moving.
All right, Paper Cut, you got to cut something down in the background. You got to echo.
Oh, shit. So sorry. Sorry.
Okay, so...
Wild Angel, can you hear us?
I can hear people. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. I can hear.
Okay.
I can hear Dumpling fine.
Sound is really weird.
Okay, can you hear us now, Wild Angel? Let's just try to get everything situated before we get into this. All right, who do we got in the back?
Hi, ladies.
What is up?
Hey, Dolly, it's Gav.
Hey, what's up, Gav?
Oh, all kinds of good stuff on this case, I guess.
Okay. You got something good for me tonight?
Well, I did some digging, and that Jack Delacour, his brother... What's that?
Go ahead.
Just his brother is working at a school that's just up from Jack's dad's house. So, and there's a white Elantra there. I think someone said it might have been a little bit newer Elantra, like a 2015, but it looks really good. It fits a lot of that information.
And who does that car you think belongs to?
I think it belongs to his older brother, actually.
And
his brother works at that school.
So now when the picture that's there, just because his brother works there, how do they know that car is connected to the brother?
Well, if you use Google Earth and you get really close, there's a face that's blurred out in there. And I think you could make a case, like it's a guy in a hoodie. You could make a case that it could be Jack.
By the car.
Yeah, inside the car, sitting in it.
Oh.
If it's Jack D's brother's car, wouldn't the cops have already looked into that, though?
Well, the other thing that's interesting is that Jack, I think he probably plays basketball. That guy that they were talking about as they were leaving the corner. They were talking about Brad or whatever that guy's name is, Adam. Adam is one of the star basketball players, and they have a basketball court behind the frat house, and then there's a basketball court across from where this car is parked. So I don't know. It's not far from his house, like his dad's house, Jack D's. So maybe he just went there to play basketball. I can't explain why or what, but
there's 22,000 of those cars alone in Idaho.
Exactly.
So it's really a needle in a haystack. Yeah, I mean, there's probably somebody in here that has a white Honda Elantra in this chat
yeah,
room
no,
right
I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that it's absolute proof or anything. But
yeah,
when you start pairing it with what Kaylee, told the guy at the bar, and that those two are frat brothers.
What do you think, Gab, that he told them at Adam? What do you think was told to Adam? Do you think there's some type of love triangle or something going on, or?
Well, I think Jack and Kaylee broke up, right? So they broke up 2 years ago, and I don't know if he knew the real reason why they broke up. And so, like, there's just a whole bunch of things. Like, Kaylee only came back to kind of show off her Range Rover, and then she was moving on to Texas. So maybe he just had false hopes that they were actually going to get back together.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so you combine that with the 6 or the 8 phone calls that night, the last phone calls that they made to Jack.
They cleared him too, though. The police said that Jack
I know.
was cleared.
I know. I went back tonight and I looked at that ceremonial life footage, and I watched Jack D walk across that stage. Just his body language, like he couldn't get off that stage fast enough.
It was odd.
He also never got up and talked. So then, I started analyzing, like, okay, Jack's maybe a 6 at best, and Maddie's quite a bit higher, or Kaylee's quite a bit higher than that.
On the look scale, you would say?
I think so. And then
she's
the other
a 20.
factor,
That one girl, she is smoking. For a young lady, she could be a model. She is smoking hot. Ain't that like?
And here's the thing:
he's a lucky guy.
She got hotter and hotter and hotter as time has progressed, because when they first started dating in high school or junior high.
But that's the bad thing about being a pretty person. Somebody always kills you.
Right.
That's why I'm staying ugly. I'm like, man, I'm ugly and alive. Nobody kills an ugly person.
Yeah, we stay alive that way, right?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
You get too pretty, it'll kill you.
So there's just quite a few things now that I think are starting to fit. That Elantra, the Adam, and if you go back to the video where Maddie and Kaylee are talking, just before that, Jack S says something to the effect that those guys are going to kill you. Or
okay,
something.
how are you so confident that that's Jack S?
I was going to say, because a lot of
police, I do know the police have talked to the hoodie guy that was walking with him, and I've
Right.
heard other people say that it's Jack S. But where does that come from? Because I don't think nobody's really ever identified him like the authorities have identified him as Jack S.
No, and there's a lot of stories going on about what exactly he did say or what exactly they did say. It's very distorted, but
Yeah, it's pretty
evidently
broken.
somebody
'Cause some
analyzed
people,
it,
'cause
or
it did. Some people think it says they're gonna get you, girl, or something of that nature.
well, obviously it
And
has
then
some.
she
There's
says,
something
"What
going
did you
on.
tell Adam?" And then she says, "I
Right.
told Adam everything," but she didn't say it like it. She told him anything bad. She just said it like nonchalantly, like I told him everything, like it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, but we don't know what that everything is either. It could be something really fucked up. That's what I was thinking. You never know.
That does make it sound bad.
And that's.
I mean, if it was something like that, then if it was somebody that just went completely crazy over something, you never know.
Megan Million 1990 says, "Did y'all see her dad look at Jack at the vigil? Yeah, it was creepy the way he looked at him.
Yeah, it was.
He looked over
I
at him like he
never
was
saw
touching his
that.
wife's butt. You know, like you better. You know.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
Yeah, it was
looks.
weird.
I don't know.
When I got a question for Gavin, it is.
Gavis.
Hi. Where did you find out that they broke up 2 years prior? I thought it was more recent, a lot more recent.
I just heard that somewhere. I can't confirm that. I wasn't a part of their relationship.
Oh.
Or anything.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that they'd broken up like in 2018. Maybe they were on again.
Yeah, I think they had an on and off again kind of relationship going on.
Yeah.
They
That
just
would
been
be
around.
weird if he lived right next door.
That's strange.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm
He
sure
did.
the police have asked the parents that question too by now.
But some people break up and get along perfectly fine. I got ex-girlfriends that I get along with perfectly fine.
Me too.
You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they even call you when you don't want them to, out of the
They
blue.
don't call me, but I get
Well, I
along
wish
with
they
them when
wouldn't
see
try to call me
They
either.
at least act like they like me in person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They probably don't, but at least they put on the front. It's
Did
at
they
least a
call
good-
you 6 times for a booty call?
No, I don't know if they were calling. I think if I had 2 girls calling me at 3 a.m., I'd have answered the phone.
Well, it's not really phone calls. It's more like
We
text
don't
messages.
know.
Dolly's
think
answering that call.
People
what I'm
see you on
saying? 2
Messenger
chicks,
and
I'm
they
saying,
instantly
hell
go on
yeah,
there.
call up. I'm answering that one.
And we really don't know if it was a booty call, y'all.
True, and that's the other thing that I'm trying to look at too. Is what if
I think it
the
was damage
news or whatever
control.
she said
That's
to
perfect.
Adam was so horrible and it was going to just devastate Jack. that
Yep.
She
They were calling to
was
try to
try-
do damage control. That's
They
what
got
I
Right.
heard too. That's why.
Well,
there's so
yeah,
many
and plus they
calls
were
back to
highly
back.
intoxicated. When people are really intoxicated, they're loose lips. I mean, people will tell you the truth about anything when you get them drunk enough.
Yeah.
So Candace Wells, she won't tell
They
you.
were
You
tipsy.
can
They
get her
weren't.
drunk as
I don't
shit. She
believe
won't
Well,
they
never
were.
tell
right,
you what
but
she
the
did in
one girl
summer.
was definitely more intoxicated than the other. You could tell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
But they wasn't like belligerent drunk.
No.
They were still walking and talking.
Right.
So I've been worse off than them, you know.
Oh,
So.
Right.
Me too, Jimmy. Me too.
You know,
So maybe Kaylee was gonna call and kind of say, hey babe, yeah, I had a quick fling with this guy, but it didn't mean anything.
It's
Like,
one of.
who
I think it's
knows,
something
right?
like that too.
But
When
she
Yeah.
called 6 times. The information must have been very important.
I agree.
Well, she
Yeah.
probably felt like because she was intoxicated that she could just like get it out there and get it out there. And then also, if it has to do with the relationship thing, she just found out that night on the street. What? You told him? Yeah, I told him everything. It's like, and she was so desperate to talk to him. She had Maddie try, and yeah, damage control is a real good way to put it, I think.
I think that's
Yeah.
what it is. Maybe she had a relationship with somebody else, and that girl done told Adam, and she knows Adam and Jack D are friends, and Adam's going to tell Jack, and she's trying to tell Jack before Adam can tell Jack.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
like look,
And
let me
what
tell
if-
him before this dude calls, and you know, and I'm.
And
some
what if they
terrible
didn't get a
person.
chance to ever say anything and he left his phone at home like somebody thought and
Yeah,
went
that's
over there and
possible.
went crazy?
But dude, you would think that the police would go, since he lives right there, he is an ex-boyfriend, they would go over there. I do know they were looking around out there with black lights, but there would have to be blood, man. What do you think about that too there, Gav, that they didn't have no blood outside that house?
Or at least not that they're telling us.
They
Well,
didn't have no markers. The news was out there. They didn't have nothing marked off as evidence outside of that home.
Well, I do believe that's blood on the foundation on that.
That's leaking from inside the house, though.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, that's leaking through the
Well,
exterior.
Yeah, there's like, if you've seen, like, I don't know if you've watched the Amityville murders or whatever, there's not always like buckets and buckets and buckets of blood. Like that one Amityville where he shot the people in the back and they were on their beds, there was just like one little puddle under each victim. So
Yeah, that's because the bed sucked it up, most of it up.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like a big sponge, you only hold 8 pints of blood.
Any murder scenes I've ever seen where there's stabbing going on or anything like that, it's just a hell of a mess.
Yeah, because the blood can't all be on the bed because it's leaking out the wall. So somebody's on the floor in that house.
Right.
Somebody's victims on the floor.
Well, I mean,
Because
yeah,
it's
if you get
leaking
stabbed
through
and
the
you're trying to get
floor
away.
and out the foundation of the house.
Right, and they said they found Ethan like by the doorway, right? So that might have been right close to that wall.
Yeah, it was. The room that was having the blood leaking out would have been the room that Ethan and Xana was in.
And he was found by the doorway and not on the bed, so the bed wouldn't have soaked up everything.
Now I don't know that to be true.
Well, we don't know anything, to be honest, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Because a lot of people have rumored he was in the kitchen. The doorway leads to the kitchen.
Well, won't the police eventually tell us all of that? I mean, at some point, have the whole explanation, or maybe they'll never say it. I don't know where they found him.
Eventually, when it goes cold and they got to start releasing shit to the public to try to get something.
But I mean, some people get stabbed, and if they're still halfway alive, they're trying to crawl to get to help or something. You know, that's not unusual.
You know, but from the very first report, the autopsy report, and the first report that the police put out, it said that the people appeared to be attacked while they were asleep in their
Asleep,
beds.
right?
Okay. So
Well, yeah.
If they did fight a little bit, maybe they fell from the bed to the floor, but I don't think they got much farther than that with a knife jammed through their damn chest.
No, especially not all the way into the kitchen.
And you see how big them knives are, them K-bar knives. Like I said, that knife would literally stab through me. I'm not that thick of a guy. So if you was to jam that knife into my chest while I'm laying there in bed, yeah, it would kill. It's done. It ain't too much fighting you're gonna do.
Right.
Did y'all hear anything
Hey,
about
Gunslinger.
why they took
Hello.
bodies out from the basement?
Because the front door is they probably just took them out the front door, and the front door is
Yeah,
the
they didn't
basement.
probably want to. Yeah, they didn't probably want to go down those decks or whatever.
Oh, the front door is the basement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's weird that the killer, if he got up there in that white Hyundai Elantra, got out the car, walked up there, walked around to the back of the house, went in the house, killed everybody, walked out the back door, walked back around the house, got in the car, and drove off. That's a lot.
That sounds stupid.
It does, but this is what had to have happened unless he got out the car, he walked up to the door, put in the code, walked in the door, walked past the two victims, went upstairs, killed everybody, walked right back out the front door, shut the door, got in his car and left.
And so is that why that camera's missing across the street?
That's the camera that seen the car. That's why the police
knew
that car was there.
Well,
If
it
the
seen...
camera seen the car, it would seems like it would see a suspect. Like, was it one person? Was it two person? Was it a man? Was it a woman? Was it a Ewok?
If I was going to go in that house and I didn't want somebody to see me, I'd be going in the back.
Harley
that would be
says,
probably...
what time were the calls? Since they live close, could they have been calling him to help while hearing what was happening on the second floor?
Could be.
No, because I would be calling 911. And you get murdered in my house, and I don't think I can do nothing. I'm calling 911.
Well, shoot, the surviving...
And I'm getting the heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think you have time to make 6 calls to a friend to come help.
Yeah, during a murder, I don't think that's going to happen.
So another thing is there was a couple of cameras. So they've gone back to the body cam footage, and at exactly 2:45 on the video, you can see that white Hyundai Elantra go by.
Yeah.
Towards their house.
You know, look, a little off topic, but when that scare went down with my daughter at the mall and an active shooter, and I called the police. When I called the police on my cell phone, it had a screen that popped up where it located where I was at while I was on the phone with them. Have you ever seen that? I've never seen that before, but when I called 911, when I was on the phone with the police, a screen popped up that it was locating where I was calling from. I've never seen it do that before. That was the first time I ever seen it. I was like, that is absolutely nuts. But I guess if you was in a panic mode and somebody was breaking in your house and you call 911, even from a cell phone, they can pinpoint your location.
I think that's the new app that they put on 911.
Yeah, because that's the first time I've ever seen it. But can't think of how many times I've called 911 from a cell phone. But when I called it the other day, it literally, a screen popped up and it said locate, and it said like location locked or something like that.
Well, I heard you guys on one of those, I don't know if it was the News Nation thing or what, but I did hear the father say that Kaylee called 911.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really did hear it, because I remember running over to my paper and, jotting it down. And I was surprised. That, I don't know, I just was surprised.
Well, if that was the case, if she would have called 911, the police would have went there.
Yeah,
if you hang up on them, they're coming.
There was a 911 call the next morning, but
yeah, if she would have called Tina, even if she would have hung up, they would show up.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm remembering this. I'm not adding and making anything up. You are right about that, Jimmy. But also the father said that they weren't very, they didn't clarify really what was going on. So I don't know what that means, but he did say something like that. But you're right. If someone calls and they even just hang up, they're there.
Yeah.
They have to go respond.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just that's with one of the interviews, with that Steve guy, Kaylee's dad.
Around here, they'll call you back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They'll call you back.
Yeah, but just imagine them calling you back.
They're calling you back while somebody's en route to you, too.
Exactly. Or they're calling you back when you're in an emergency situation and you don't want the person that's trying to get you to know that you have somebody trying to call for help.
If somebody's breaking in the house, they'll tell you to remain on the line, keep the phone open, and remain quiet.
I was just updating my phone software, and I went out and played pool the next night, and my phone did some wonky stuff in my pocket, and it was dialing 911. So
oh no,
they called me back. They're like, what are you doing? Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm totally
well,
fine.
it's better to be safe than sorry. So
yeah,
I once lived out in the country and I couldn't get 911 to work, and my roommate was on drugs and was having a fit. And when people are like that, you have to be very careful what you do. so that you live through it. And I remember thinking, what am I going to do with this person? You know, so I tried to tell him that there might be something out inside so that I could get him out of the house so I could go upstairs. And I went in my closet with my phone and I couldn't. I've lived in where you couldn't get signal and I couldn't get 911 to answer. I was panicking. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So then he found me. He came in and he found out that I was upstairs because for some reason he wanted me to stay downstairs with him. And I thought, oh, I can't be down there. And I finally, I was like, okay, let's go back downstairs. And then as he was going downstairs, I said, well, you go first. I'm afraid you're going to push me. So I tricked him and had him following me behind him. And while he was going down the stairs, I turned around with my hand and unlocked the doors behind me and ran out in the middle of the street so I could get 911 to work. And then when the police finally got there, because I'm out in the middle of nowhere, they didn't even know how to handle somebody on drugs. And I thought, well, what do they teach you people? I'm trying to tell you what's wrong with this person. You need to take this person somewhere, you know, and the cop didn't even know what to do. And I thought, oh, Lord. And he seemed like he goes, well, he seems okay. I said, dude, you weren't here 30 minutes ago. If I hadn't got out of this house, I could have died.
Yeah.
And y'all will come when someone's bleeding to death, but you won't come when someone needs your help. But it sucks if you live somewhere where you can't get signal because, man, that's like a matter of you better figure out how to get away yourself.
Even when I called the other day about the active shooter stuff at the mall, my kid was in that situation. I called and I actually went to hold. They put me on hold. 911 put me on hold.
Oh my gosh!
You've reached the 911 operator. All lines are busy. Remain on the line because if you hang up and call back, we take calls in like the order that they're coming in.
Oh boy!
And I was like, what the hell? I ain't never called 911 and get damn. It's busy. It wasn't long, and then somebody came onto the line, and then they took it real serious when I told them, you know, my kid's there. She's locked in a closet. She's, you know what I'm saying? So they had me on the line. They were trying to get all the information. But I guess a lot of people from the mall were calling about the shooting, and it just jammed up the phone lines.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So that's scary.
People are scary though. People with mental disabilities, when they get on drugs, you better watch out. Because it's scary stuff. I mean, you know, and people don't know what they're doing. You know, you could talk to them the next day and they'll be like, oh, I didn't do that. Oh, yes, you did.
Hey, is that you, 3 Dave?
It is me, brother.
Okay. I just want to switch over screens.
You just broke my eardrums, bro.
I know. He's on some coffee.
I don't know about coffee. He's on something.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hey, Dave.
Hello, everybody in StreamYard. Guests.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, everybody in chat. All you beautiful people.
Beautiful.
Merry Christmas
I don't know how
to
beautiful
everybody.
we all are at about 2 a.m. in the morning.
Are you on the good list this year, Dave, or are you on the naughty list?
I for sure am. Been wrapping presents all night,
the holiday spirit.
Is he?
Crazy.
You're in the holiday spirit too, Dumpling. You got your little elf hat on.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck in don't get stuck in nobody's chimney.
Put me back.
You back.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey Jimmy, can we do a poll?
What poll you want to do there? 3 Dot.
One of those legit polls where, like, when it's all done, like 1,000 people have voted and you can see the percentages. I'd like to see people's opinion of was it a serial killer that did this or not? That's simple, basic.
No.
I'll put a poll up.
There's your answer. I'm just joking.
I know there's a way to put a poll up.
Put up a few more options. Do the Jack Showalter.
Start a Q&A. Start a poll right here. Is this a killer?
Well, you guys are putting the poll in. This is back to almost the first part of a question.
I'm asking basically. I just put, is this a killer? But is it a serial killer?
What?
The community, or is it a kid? Okay, but
is it a serial killer? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Is this a killer? What the hell? Is it a killer? That makes no sense. Of course, it's a killer.
It's a killer, I know, but is it a serial killer?
Okay, is it a serial killer?
I just typed it quick, man. Don't rush me.
No, they wouldn't just. I don't think they would just randomly go to that particular house on that particular street and those particular people and just randomly do that with all those other places. They like to have easy targets where they can like watch people and follow them somewhere or grab them off the street. I mean, they don't want to do all that. I don't think. I don't know.
But you guys, why are they saying for sure? Because I heard that it was like a for sure on all these different channels.
A lot of
that
people
that
saying
was
it's not a serial killer.
Was
Yeah,
that
I think
really
I think
the
it's
mom
personal.
I'm not
walking
feeling that
with
it
those
is. No.
girls or not?
Okay,
That's what you
we'll give the
heard,
poll
right,
a few
Dad?
more minutes to run. Then I'll ask, is it one of the kids? Okay.
Hi, Brenda.
You read that, Gavin?
So right now, 70% of the people think it's not a serial killer.
What did you say?
Dude,
Oh,
is
that's
this a
pretty high.
killer?
The
Is this a
person
killer?
I know,
walking
but-
It
with
is a
the
killer.
I know it's a killer, but is it a serial killer is the question. I just didn't write serial.
yeah.
Okay, but we get the point. Is it a serial killer?
Or do we know for sure, you guys?
Yes,
that
you know
was the
that's where that's where the people that are like it's a serial killer is going. Oh, the people were confused.
Is this a killer?
No, because the vote stayed the same. 70% of the people so far believe that it's not a serial killer. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
vote
I
no
get that.
because
It's a mass killer because it's more than
So we'll
two.
end that poll.
Yeah, I'm a hard no.
Okay, and then we'll start a new poll.
oh, it's a killer.
But you guys, it's really bothering me. Do we know for sure? I mean,
Heather, you don't like my hat, girlfriend?
do we have
Okay,
a pretty
is it
high
one of the kids?
I'm not
probability?
drinking. Sidekick.
When I say kids, I mean young adults. Okay.
Is it one of the kids? Dolly.
Jesus, Dolly,
I
get
mean,
some
it's quick.
descriptive.
I could have put young adults, but that's just more typing. You get the point. It's a quick poll, Dave. I wasn't even going to do the damn poll.
And like legitimately, like none of them are kids. Like
Okay.
you know.
Well, we know what he
definition-wise.
means. We know what he means.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's 2
Channel said
a.m.
they're
It's all
kids.
good.
So
me.
what does
They
it
kids
mean?
to me. They're
Is it
20
one of the
years old.
kids? Are you saying like is it one of the students?
Yes.
Okay.
Like any student.
What do you want me to write out a descriptive article about it when I type it up there?
It's just vague. It's vaguish.
So it's about the same. 71% are saying yes, it's one of the kids, or one of the students, or one of the young adults, or one of whoever you want to call them.
Yeah, I think most people think it's
Or
somebody close to
roommate.
them,
Okay,
personally
let's ask
involved.
this. All right, we'll end that poll because it's about the same as the last one. All right.
Yeah. I mean, if I was mad at a bunch of people, I wouldn't go out of my way to go kill 2 people in the basement that had nothing to do with it. It seems very much that it had something to do with something that happened before they got home. Somehow.
I go Viking. Of course, it was some lame that was probably rejected.
Right.
Oh, somebody that didn't feel like they were in the crowd.
All right.
Killer kids, someone said. Killer kids.
I thought you guys all this time that was Showalter with the white hoodie, and now they're saying it's the bartender?
I don't
Like,
think
which
it was a
is it?
bartender.
Well, that crime circus guy, he's trying to say that the bartender and the same dude that was living with the Jack boyfriend.
Okay,
they're the same guy.
There's a new question in the poll, and the question is, did the roommates have something to do with it? Okay.
I'm gonna go with a hard no.
I'll say they did.
No. Heck no. Mm-mm.
All right, so the poll is still tallying. We're seeing what the people are saying. We'll see what the group has. So far, we're looking at 62% of the people say the roommates had nothing to do with it. Now 65% say the roommates
Oh yeah, there you go.
nothing
Suzanne. Next poll was Jack S. the hoodie guy.
Okay. All right, let's get the results from this poll first. Let's give it a second. So 64% say roommates not involved, okay? And that was 154 votes. That's it? We got 1,000 people in here and only 158 took the poll?
Lexi, I think that that Jack D is too tall for the video. I think he's taller than the
See you
video.
later.
Okay, so it's averaging out to be about the same. About 63-65% of the people believe the roommates are not involved in our chat. All right, well, so let's end that poll. Let's take this poll.
Is
He's about
Jack
to
S
pull. See you
the
later.
hoodie guy?
I think he is, you guys, but I'm hearing constant talk on all over the place that that's the bartender.
All
So
right, there you
now I'm
go.
confused.
No, the bartender's hella tall too.
Is Jack S the hoodie guy? Is Jack S the hoodie guy? So we'll see what the people in the chat think. Is Jack S the hoodie guy?
Count my vote.
Okay, well you gotta go with. Okay, I'll count your vote, Tina. Your vote matters, Tina. Paper Cut Tina's vote matters, guys.
Yep.
Well, I mean, because I feel strongly that it's Showalter.
Yeah, California was doing that thing on the voting where it was like they want to like ban like the vape pens and shit, the flavored vape pens. I was like telling my son, "Hey man, got to vote on that one. I don't want that to happen," you know. And he's like, and I was like, "It's gonna make a difference."
I agree with you, Miss Robin, about the roommates not hearing anything. I think the roommates would have heard it clearly, but you know,
Yeah.
who am I? I'm just some internet sleuth dude. The detectives say they didn't. The police are saying.
Well,
they're
if they were
clear.
all drunk and passed out, maybe they didn't hear a damn thing. I've been drunk that much where I wouldn't have heard shit.
Yeah.
And they're conditioned to the noise. You know, that house is a loud place. You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their possibility of that too.
Maybe they thought somebody was doing, something else that would involve that kind of noise. Just
They
saying.
were
with screaming like they were getting it on.
at 2.
I think that would
Trying
be a
to keep
different
it.
type of
Hey,
screaming,
I
though.
didn't add any of that extra information. I just said, you know what I mean.
And again, you guys, why would they want to be there if they knew someone was going to get murdered? I mean, you know.
I don't think anybody knew that.
Fuzzy, no, Jack S is not the ex-boyfriend. Jack D is.
70% of the people in the chat are saying, "Is Jack S hoodie guy?" 71% says yes. Jack S is the hoodie guy. Is what 71% of our viewers say. And that was 155 people that took votes. Of 155 people, 71% said yes.
Hey, Dolly, Jimmy, you gonna be getting that camera for Christmas?
Yes.
So we're gonna see it on like Christmas Day. Be like playing with it.
That's my plan. That is my plan.
Oh.
You know.
Right on.
So, I mean, I ain't gonna video. There's nothing to shoot right now with it, but when there's something to shoot, I'm gonna use it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I have a studio camera. This is
my camera's
this
sick.
is on my Go camera. You know, so when I'm out on these things, I got a really good camera.
You hear me?
Yeah. What'd you say?
The first pictures you take with it is Lolo.
First pictures I take is Lolo. Okay, sounds like a deal.
Yeah.
All right, we got Shits and Giggles.
What's up?
Hey, Shits and Giggles.
It's a good name.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I like that.
All right. I'm trying to bring you guys back to the whole dad thing, right? Steven. You have to remember he said two things that made a huge difference in my eyes. A lot of people are saying the one thing, they did not have to go upstairs, right?
Yeah, that was big.
That was big too, right?
Because he believes Ethan and Xana were the targets.
Do you remember the other thing that he said? I don't know if it was before or after that, but he paused. And a lot of people should have taken that in, and pretty much your mind should have been blown when he said it. But in parentheses, oh man, that's, woof. He says, be the alpha. He didn't say it once. He said it 3 times.
Right.
Be the alpha.
He sure did.
He did.
What, like he was talking about the fraternity?
I am not going to say a word about it, but you can put 2 and 2 together. Be the alpha. Look at his eyes when he looks into the camera.
Be the alpha.
Be the alpha 3 times.
Huh.
I can't believe no one picked that up.
And my weird thing was, why didn't people from that fraternity be wearing ski masks?
Well,
Oh, you talking about that
yeah.
ski mask thing? That the picture that posted up, like a couple of them at like at 3:30 in the morning.
No, there was other pictures.
3:33.
No, there's other pictures of some of them Sigma guys wearing ski masks too. Other ones.
It's that same dude, man. There's that crime the guy we were talking about, that crime circus.
No one around them. He can't
Yeah,
make
dude.
anyone sick.
There was pictures that were posted at that he says that were tagged in
Yeah, but
Moscow
they're not the same guy,
at 3:30 a.m.
One guy's a skinny tall guy, and one guy's a short stocky guy, and they both got on ski masks. Two different pictures.
He's showing two pictures that were area tagged in Moscow at 3:30 a.m. when those killings were happening, and he found some pictures of that same exact dude. You could totally tell it's the same exact dude. With the standing with fraternity, they're all wearing numbered football-y type shirts, with numbers.
Those numbers matter.
Yeah. So I mean, that does matter, because even though that dude has a mask on with that number, maybe it's some kind of way to identify that person.
Yeah, and then look at the times too, the prices they pay. Yeah.
Huh.
So that was extremely interesting.
86. Come on, man. How do you know? Yeah.
So I wonder why.
There's a lot of detail and yeah.
Yeah, and you could tell that frat group, with the mask.
Though, if it was that easy, and these internet sleuths are easy to figure it out like that, then why don't you think the FBI has figured it out?
It's easy now.
Well, they probably are. I mean, hopefully it's a breaking thing that just comes out soon. I mean,
yeah.
Of course, we all cross our fingers and hope.
It's not easy It's not easy for them. It's easy for us. People like me.
Yeah.
I can totally see through the bullshit.
Yeah.
Right down to the swoosh.
But they need ironclad, put you in jail for life shit.
You know, there were 3 people that wore swoosh shoes. You know what swoosh is? The Nike swoosh that goes around Saturn 3 times. It's numerics. It's gematria. It tells you everything about it. I can look at that whole scene, just knock one out, and I'll give you everything around it that's happening, right down to the colors, what they're wearing, what they're looking at, what they're doing. I can tell you all.
Somebody says they left the dang wreck a launcher sit for 4 days. Well, the launcher belongs to somebody in Colorado, really? And I don't think that car has anything to do with it.
You know what that was? That was a staging. They staged it. They wanted people to find it. They even gave the location.
They checked that car. It has nothing to do with it.
They didn't need the license plate.
But what about the black
within 2 days? Come on, man. It's all staging. It's bullshit, and it's a play. It's a play.
Huh.
It's insane what they're doing to us.
Yeah, but they're saying that car is not connected.
You bet your ass it is. Of course it is. Why
Even
wouldn't
the police came out and just said.
Well, I don't think it's connected.
Nah, because that car had been sitting there days before they even did anything. But it's been a month or so. So I don't know.
When was the last time there was people that were murdered? 4 people. They had plenty of time. 18 hours driven away.
Yeah, but yeah, but they're just finding this car. The killing happened a month and a half ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, that if you was a killer, you could be on the other side of the planet by now.
You could be
but all of their murders have been unsolved.
Bet your ass.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm going to go for a smoke. I might come up after a bit, okay? But thanks for having me on, bud.
All right, you be good, my man.
You too.
Have a good night.
Good night, guys.
Night.
Hey, Dolly, I'm also going to hop down and let some other people come up, okay?
Okay, there, Dumpling.
Bye, Dumpling.
Boom. All right, guys, this is the link to come up. Don't be scared. If you've never been up, we don't bite. Just make sure you show yourself, and then you can go to your thumbnail. And if you don't,
I just wanted to give my thoughts. I don't know.
We post that link for you guys.
Okay, now.
Jimmy, another interesting thing with that crime circus dude is that he has a video of what looks like
Scotty?
Jack, the boyfriend, on the roof of that house next door, where he thinks that he lives. And he found a lot more pictures and shit of her tying the girls and that Jack D boyfriend to that house that I was talking about,
Yeah, I seen
and
the house.
and in that video there is a car in the parking lot that looks real close to the. I mean, of course, a lot of those look the same, but there is a car in that parking lot that looks like that car that they're looking
that was
for.
like a month and a half beforehand, right?
So I mean that.
So it might just
be
be
a
somebody's
connection.
car
that-
there.
That vehicle was, a part of that house.
Somebody
where Jack
says
D
they
lives.
think Hoodie Guy warned them that something bad was coming.
Probably.
Well, when they left the food truck, remember when y'all couldn't hear everything that was on Plunder's video?
When she said "fuck you" to that dude.
Yeah, I heard. Are you guys hearing what happened beforehand?
He also told them they're
Did
going to
you
get
tell
you.
Adam? What did you tell Adam?
Yeah, that's them
The guy
walking.
says
That's
everything.
I believe Jack S and the girls walking to the food truck.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Okay, and then the part that nobody heard, Candace Starr dissected it out, letter word for word, and it was, them guys are going to get y'all, girls.
Or you're going to be in trouble. Yeah, I remember that. You can get in trouble for that or something, and then right before that.
Right. So something screwed up happened.
Yeah, you can get in trouble for that. And that's, I think, Jack's saying that. When they were
Everything happens for a reason, for that audio to get caught like that, that's pretty trippy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what what the actions were? What they people are actually saying that what is it? They walked in on two fraternity members like banging each other.
Damn.
They were like,
oh,
yeah, there was one fraternity
Allegedly.
guy versus another.
Allegedly.
and They walked in on him.
We're all
and they're
speculators.
Like, you're gonna be in so much trouble if you say anything about that. That's what people are saying. I don't know about it, but that's what I heard.
Wow.
They're like, and it makes sense too because people are like, that is like family changing. Like there's families that are gonna walk out on their kids over that kind of shit, right? And that would make so much
Only
sense.
the rich, snobby ones.
Yeah, well,
I don't
that's what they are.
Right,
That's all they
exactly.
are, right?
I'm thinking more of a love triangle, especially when she said, "I told him everything," and all he's going to do is run back and tell his former roommate.
Adam and what's the other guy's name? So there's Adam and there's
Jack-
two dudes. They keep
Jack
talking
D.
about the same names. They're not
Adam
girls.
and Jack D were roommates at one point.
Roommates,
They're
exactly.
Not names.
So if she was dating Jack D, and she said something to Adam, Adam is going to tell
That-
Jack D.
Immediately.
So
Holy shit.
they were calling Jack
And then
D.
the 2 days.
Trying
The
to
2
do
days.
damage control. That's why I don't think it was Jack D that was walking with him.
I agree.
No.
Those
This
phone
sounds
calls
like an
could have been
episode of
damage control.
Melrose Place.
Jack S. For
What was
sure.
that, Scotty?
It sounds like an episode of Melrose Place. Remember that?
I know.
I never watched that show.
That's just too much going on, man. I'm so confused.
I used to watch that. It's a great show.
Was it? All right.
If two men were caught in a compromising position, I can see where this can go really bad.
Yeah, but this is
Oh, yeah, that'd be
2022.
destructive.
Who cares
That's
if
all I
dudes
can
are
think of.
banging dudes?
There was
these days?
two
Nobody
different
cares about that
sororities,
anymore,
too.
do they?
Well, it depends on how you are, If you're totally
They're
closeted,
strong
yeah,
on
you would
that shit.
you would freak the hell out. You'd kill somebody if you're a
Yeah.
psycho.
Yep.
Oh.
Especially if you're caught by another sorority, even. Imagine.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, but once you're caught, that's getting out anyway. Don't you kill everybody, or you had to kill everybody around? That would spread like wildfire in a college
I
setting.
Have the
They're
police
crazy.
divulged whether or not all of the cell phones
These
were
kids don't-
recovered of all the people that were killed?
People are saying 4chan
Imagine.
rumor.
They probably had their
4chan be
fucking
coming up with
cameras
some
up in the
crazy
air.
stuff, man.
They could have had
Wasn't
it
that
all
in
on
the
camera.
4chan? Shits and giggles. Did you hear that in the 4chan thing?
No, I found this. I was looking at all the videos and I realized, oh my god, it's crazy, bro.
No, I did too. Shits and giggles.
I didn't see
I saw it on
but
another.
I'm starting to realize these
I
guys,
saw it on
they're not
One at a
after
time,
each-
guys. One at a time.
Sorry, the girls are not after each other. The guys are more pissed. They seem more pissed off at each other. You know what I'm saying?
I just think
the
it's
girls were
overkill.
happy-go-lucky and the guys were like on guard. You know, they all notice. I don't know, man. It's weird.
That's where I'm like super hyped on, possibly the Jack D. It's like,
I'm
he was
thinking
with
he
her for
got
so long, and he's kind of a nerd, and it just seems, like he was so close within eyesight of looking into his girlfriend's sliding glass door every night, and you know what, once she starts going off with somebody else and getting laid after being with her for like 6 years and shit. Dude, you know how freaking, he felt like that. This is my life partner, man. I scored. And I don't know,
Yeah, well, that happens in life. I mean, there was a time when my high school sweetheart was going off to college, and I was just like, all right, this is, it. You just got to accept it.
And if I remember correctly,
some of these kids are
he
crazy.
was her first. You have to remember that part too.
Exactly.
I think her father said that he was her very first love. It's really hard to let go of someone like that.
Yeah.
But I think that father knows.
And also that celebration of life when Jack D was up there on stage with them, that look that the father gave him, and where Jack D is like just eyeballing him and shit. That is a weird little snippet. That definitely, it piques my interest of going, Jack D's like looking him down, going,
what is that? I know.
I never saw that.
I actually, when I lay in bed, I see that face. Like, why?
Yeah, it's stuck in my brain too.
When he's holding the mom, why look that way and then back again?
I don't know. I thought that was weird too.
What did he do?
I don't know what was going through his mind at that second. I would like to know. That'd be awesome.
Like, I don't know.
And then he kind of like just kind of pushed his family away and kind of got him off stage hella quick. He wasn't big on him. I don't think he wanted Jack D up there in the first place.
I mean, on Jack's behalf, I think he's upset with him because he didn't protect her like he said he would. I mean, that could be on his behalf.
Yeah, you got your girlfriend's boyfriend right across the street, and you let something happen to her.
They were supposed to get married and have kids.
I don't know, man. Jealousy is a powerful emotion.
Hell yeah.
That Gavin guy said that they had, or he heard, they had broken up 2 years ago. So, like Jimmy said, maybe they were sort of trying to get back together, but it.
Oh no, I don't think they were broken up that long. Paper cut.
Well, that's what he said, and I asked him. I said, how do you know that? I tried to ask in a nice way, and he said, well, it's not confirmed. That's what I heard. So I don't know if that means, on another channel or what.
I have a sense that it was like maybe a month or two.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 months.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I thought it was weeks. But
Her dad even said that.
Said what?
God, if she wouldn't have got that car, she wouldn't have been there.
X.
Yeah. And
Jesus.
I don't know. It's hard to say if there was a target or if this is just a random act of violence. Because it could just be a random act of violence and everybody's just accusing these kids. But
what's your opinion, Jimmy? What do you think? Which one? Either or?
I lean more. I would have to say I'm more 70% serial killer. I was 90% serial killer, but I'm leaning more towards some of these kids. Some of their actions are a little funny, but I still think this is an older person that's killed somebody before. I don't think whoever did this is the first time they went out and killed somebody. It's too brutal. It's too barbaric. I think
you have to remember kids are learning a lot of things in school too.
Yeah, I know.
That's another thing is like, I feel like whoever did it had experience with blood and guts. And that would be a hunter. That would be somebody that did stuff. And that picture of Jack S with the carcass cut directly in half, split in half, with guts all over his legs and shit. Dude, that was for like for pop. That was for like, let me get a great picture of some psycho shit. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, people they tend to have blood and guts and are normal with that, then maybe that's what they want to express when they're with their hatred.
It's not hard anyway with the fucking video games. Look at all the games we're playing. We're blowing old ladies' heads off. No one cares. We're blowing up.
That's gonna be like 2 hours.
It's
What
no
was
Don't
that,
talk about
Scotty?
video games. I've been wanting to play Fortnite.
What was
Don't
that,
talk about
Scotty?
video games. I've been wanting to play Fortnite for the last couple of
Yeah, I
days.
was gonna say I'm playing
Is that
Fortnite right now, so
you
I'll
see
be
Yeah, I
my
I'm
saw they
killing
got
name?
the
zombies.
Yeah,
new.
I want to play. I'm
Drive
gonna
a
ride the
car
dirt
like a
bike.
crazy person
That
and
the
not get
Hey,
hurt.
hit
newest?
me up, Jimmy. Let's do this, man.
I'm telling you guys.
I gotta charge
That's
my controller. I'll probably play
it's
tomorrow.
it's called
So,
recondition.
Scotty, you were the one. You probably watched him on Jimmy Jams, right?
Oh, annoying, bro.
I've known Jimmy since not what is it? 2018, 2017, 2018.
Wow.
4 years.
He's good people. He's always been good people. He's always treated people well. All like this is honestly. He's always been nice to me. Always treated his fucking I'm sorry, freaking. He doesn't like using foul language. That's the kind of person he is. He doesn't. He's never went on to people. This guy's a good person, and people need to stop hating on him. And you know what? I'm gonna
Who are
leave
you
it
talking
at
about?
that. Jimmy Jams, hey man, Merry Christmas. God bless you.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Yeah.
Who's he talking about?
Haley's
That's
Hope.
nice.
Not all
He's
college
talking
students
about
are 18
Jimmy.
to 22. I was
Oh.
28 when
You
I went
silly.
back to school and got your degree.
Stop hating on Jimmy
I think it's
Jams.
an older guy obsessed with 3 hot girls that lived together and didn't expect Ethan to be there. Haley's Hopes, you're probably right. I mean, I went to college late as shit too. I was old as hell. Is
Yeah.
somebody snoring?
That's what I thought.
Ain't me.
What are you doing over there, Dave? You lucky to be up here, and you over there making noises.
I am making noises. I just said it ain't me.
Oh,
Must be Wild Angel.
Making noises.
well, are you asleep?
3 Dot. Show your face, 3 Dot.
I'm good.
Why?
Is Wild
I'm
Angel really
anonymous.
asleep?
Huh.
All right, we're
Oh
pulling
my
her down.
God.
I think she was out, really.
My cats are attacking each other like bad.
Okay. That's weird. I can watch me watching myself behind Tina on the screen. That's a lot of Dolly there.
Yeah, there was a second where you had Tina behind you standing up,
Was
and
she
it looked like she
asleep?
was like creeping on you.
That wasn't. Hey,
my
that wasn't
God.
you. That wasn't you making
Sorry,
the
take
noise,
that.
Dave. I thought that was Wild. Wild Angel was really asleep. She's looking at me. Hey,
Was
Wild
I
Angel.
asleep?
I don't know.
Did I
Somebody-
pass out on you guys?
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
snoring.
See, I have like sleeping issues like you do, Jimmy, and so once in a while I just fall asleep for no reason.
Oh,
It's just
It's all
weird.
good.
Okay, are you narcoleptic?
No, but I'm smoking this pen because I run out of bud, and so it knocks me out more than bud does. I don't like as much.
Oh,
These
okay.
pens,
Oh my God, be nice.
the vape pens are pretty strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not used to it, and it must be an indica.
I was sitting here. I was like, "What the hell you make? What noises are you making, Dave?" And he was like, "I ain't making no noises." I'm like, "She's asleep." Okay, well, you might have needed that nap.
The funny thing is, I could still hear you guys.
Do you feel energized? Do you feel like
Yep, catnap.
you're back?
I heard your voice, and it said, "I think she's sleeping."
Yeah, I was like, I think she's asleep. Well, we know you snore.
Oh boy!
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sitting up at a table, so it
and you
probably
snore
sounded
quick too,
weird.
because you must have just fell asleep and started snoring. I know I jumped on an airplane to Vegas. I had been up all night, and I was so tired. And I must have gotten a plane because I remember there was this like, I don't know if he was a Russian guy. I think he was Russian, and he was sitting beside me, right? And I came in with my blanket, and I knew I was about to pass out standing there. I got in there, and he was sitting beside me, and I passed out. And when I woke up, I was laid across both seats, and he had moved. I snore, so I know I was getting it. And I look when I got on the plane, I passed out before the plane took off, and when I woke up, I was landing in Vegas.
Well, you're lucky because I can never sleep on a plane. I have to
slept
watch
like
the wings. I have to watch the whole plane and make sure
I was
everybody's
done.
behaving.
I was done. If that plane would have went down, I would have never knew. You know,
That's
I
probably a
was
good thing.
out. I was done.
Because I think I remember you saying you had been up like 2 days or something like that.
I was up for a while. I was like, because I wanted to plan it like, well, when I get on this airplane, I'm gonna sleep. And
Yeah.
I did. I got on as soon as I got on it. I threw my little neck pillow on, grabbed my blanket, threw it on my face, and I mean, I was and I was sitting up, like leaned back. But when I woke up, I was laid across the seats.
Oh wow! I'm surprised they let you fall over like that.
They didn't say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? And I flew there though first class, so I think that's probably why they didn't mess with me.
Oh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you're flying, Jimmy.
Yeah. So.
Well, you gotta have your belts on in case that turbulence hits, because there was
shit,
another
I was
one.
laid out like knocked out.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's your time to go, you're gonna go, no matter
Well,
what.
this was bad, you guys. It was on Inside Edition. It was a few days ago. It was a flight from Arizona to Honolulu.
Hawaii.
And
Was
the
it Hawaii?
stewardesses had
Yeah.
gashes and cuts and blood running down their face. I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding.
From what?
They had flown up and hit, because the turbulence had hit the top of the airplane.
Yeah.
37 people were sent to the Honolulu hospital, treated. It was that bad.
So it didn't bring the plane down. It just messed the people
No.
up that were.
Lori Shortlegs is asking for to put the link up.
Yeah, they were probably hit some unexpected turbulence. When the plane drops, that's the scariest feeling. Like when it's going.
I don't like that when it goes up and down suddenly like a roller coaster. I'm like, oh shit,
Because
oh
it free
shit.
falls. It literally, you feel it free fall for a second.
I
You
don't
feel it
like
going
that
in, it'll
feeling.
go, and then it'll
I'm
catch
good until it
again.
does that
It
shit.
catches the wind, but it literally feels like it's free falling.
I just took-
catches.
flown
It
in
still
years.
scares me a little bit, but I just deal with it. I accept it. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die.
Right.
You know, so it
That's
makes it a little
me.
easier on the flyer. When I get on the plane, I go with, well, today is my day to go. You know, I always say a little prayer, and then I just go in there. If it's my
Yeah,
time to
I
go,
do
it
too.
is. Everybody's dying with me, so you know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I've never experienced a layover before, but when I went to California to see my brother, I had this brilliant idea that I was getting these super cheap tickets, which was a good thing. They were like really cheap. But the airline Frontier, their baggage is so expensive that you pay almost as much as I was so mad when I got to Denver when this lady told me I had to pay $99
Is the
to get my
Frontier the school bus one?
I know, but
Oh.
I don't know. All I know is the lady in Denver was really rude, and she was like, all these people were trying to get on with carry-ons that were too big, and they wanted you to pay for it ahead, and if you didn't, and they closed the booking because you're about to get on the plane, you had to pay $99.
Yeah.
So I had to
Good
pay
night,
more
Denise.
money for my bag to come with me than I took myself.
Yeah, when I was in Vegas, right, and I flew. I think it was. No, I don't remember which airline it was. It was a big yellow
Merry
plane.
Christmas.
Who Spirit.
Spirit, yeah, that's
Okay,
the yellow
I go
one.
to get on Spirit, and I'm an hour early for the flight. Okay, they tell me I have to be there 2 hours early and won't give me my boarding ticket. Okay, I said, lady, I can make it to the plane. And she's like, no, you can't. I work at this airport. I know how long it takes to get to the plane. I said, well, give me a chance to get to the plane, and if I don't make it to the plane, we'll rebook the flight. She charged me $199 to rebook the flight, right? Wouldn't let me on the plane even though I was there an hour before the plane took off. Okay?
Right.
At my airport here in Norfolk, you can walk up there 15 minutes before the damn plane leaves and jump on it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Wow. So, and I got into it with the lady. I was like, look, I ain't got nowhere to stay. I was planning on leaving today. I did have a place to stay. I could stay at my sister's, but I didn't tell her that. I was like, you would just put me out here like that and not have me a chance to get to my plane. She was like, well, I'll rebook it for you tomorrow. You can't get on the plane. She wouldn't give me the pass.
My first time in
If I
Vegas.
had the app and booked my thing, and you know how you got the show up stuff and check in. If I
Yep.
checked in on the app, I could have just walked straight to the plane. But I didn't have a ticket, so that's the reason I went up there. And when she wouldn't give me the ticket, now I know. Check in on the app, and then it doesn't matter how long before
and
you
do
get
it,
there.
and you can do it up to 24 hours ahead, and then you get your boarding pass on there.
Yeah. So now I know. But they hit me with a $199 rebooking fee. I'll never fly their airline again. They charged me for the bag. It was a bunch of bullshit. Time you fly, time you save money to fly, you could have done flew on
You don't.
Delta.
Then you don't.
Flew on United.
Good night, Mike. It was fun.
I tell you a good one that I flew on that I thought was good, and that's the one that I flew on to Vegas, and I think that was Breezy. Actually, they were nice fucking planes. I slept. They didn't bother me. So, I give them two thumbs up.
Right.
Do I need to jump down where everybody can come up?
I prefer to fly Delta.
Actually, the link hasn't been put up in a long time. I think a lot of people aren't like to get in, but can't.
Here you go. I'll put the link up. I mean, if I fly, if I could pick up like Delta probably. I like the movies and stuff on the plane. So.
Well, the first time we went to Vegas, the same exact thing happened to me, almost happened to you. And we got there in time. We got our baggage checked in. We got upstairs, and we got one boarding pass. They clicked it, and I lost my screen and couldn't find the other one. They made us go back to the end of the line. By the time we got up there, they said that it was 25 minutes before the plane was going to leave, and we couldn't get on. And I said, "Are you kidding me? I already checked my bags in." So our baggage came to the Cedar Rapids airport, and we weren't on the plane, and we had to call my husband's mom and tell her that our baggage was coming and they had to go pick it up at the airport, but we couldn't get a flight for 2 more days. But because our baggage got checked in, they didn't charge us the extra fee to book another flight, which was ironically crazy. But it almost happened that way. And then we had to go try to find a hotel on a weekend in Vegas, and it's real expensive, and it was crazy trying to find a place to stay.
What's up, Matthew?
So yeah, they're crazy out there.
We got Matthew with us. Can you hear us, Matthew?
Yo, what up, Dolly?
What's up, man?
What's up, brother? Yo, what y'all think? I'm trying to reset on this whole Idaho 4, this whole everything. What y'all think? Y'all going team dirty, team shit, I forget your merch.
Team foul play.
Team foul play. Are you on team foul play, or are you on some team like inside?
It has to be.
I don't think there is anything but foul play.
There's only one team on this one.
Play, right?
Yeah, there's only one team on this one. That's team foul play.
But is it a serial killer, or is it someone?
We did a poll. 70% of the public says no.
I'm 70% serial
Midwestern prime meat. These hot ass girls, like, come on, you can't tell me it's not personal.
Jimmy 70's gonna drop like 10 every week.
I'm thinking, yeah, I'm still leaning towards serial killer. I think it's somebody that may have stalked them because they were pretty girls.
No, Dolly, no. I want that to be the last option, but there's no fucking way, bro. These girls are so hot. They're going around the whole city. They're going around the bars.
Yeah,
they're fucking talking to Adam. But hey, hear me out. They're going around to Adam. They're like, hey, did you tell Adam everything I told you? Oh, yeah, I hooked up with his roommate. Bam, bam, bam.
Maybe she had sex with Adam.
Yo, these girls,
I don't know.
These girls are getting around, bro. These girls are fucking seniors. They're
we
fucking.
We gotta watch the F-bombs. We gotta watch the F-bombs.
Sorry. My bad, bro. My bad. I thought you could
came in at the wrong time.
Freaking mute that. Boom.
I mean, I have a button, but it's way over there, and I don't feel like reaching for the button.
My bad, guy. My bad.
I mean, I
gotta calm down. I'm getting hyped up.
He's excited about the girls.
Is that Tina? People
sounds like it.
Tina? Yeah, but it's not very respectful to talk about somebody that's passed.
Well, that's what makes it even stranger.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to lay this
someone
down.
would hurt them.
The odds that this is some random ass dude that came into this town and staked out their house and then figured out the floor plan and figured out the fucking door code and snuck in there at 3 a.m. That is just beyond astronomical to me. That is so outrageous.
It happens, though.
With Matthew.
This is a crime of passion. This is someone came in there targeting one of those girls and got caught by the other 3, and that's the only reason the other 2 didn't get got. And I hate to say that, but this is somebody close to them. This is somebody they met with, they partied with, someone that they did not want to engage with any further.
Mm-hmm.
And
sounds
you know,
like a Jack D sitch.
I don't want to say who it is. I'm not getting into that. I like that, but I'm not endorsing that, right? Like, I don't know. That's up to the authorities. The authorities know, and I think they're stuck.
Hopefully they do.
I think whoever the guy
but
is.
if you think back to college days, do you really think any of those boys would have ever been capable of doing that?
No, I think for the
I
most
think
part,
Showalter would have.
for the most part, it's one of a 1,000.
Tina, hold on, one at a time, Tina.
Fred. Yeah.
Go ahead, Tina.
Go ahead.
Well, I think it's Showalter now again because he got kicked out of the bar for being kind of weird towards girls. He got
Is
kicked
that
out of the
confirmed?
frat.
Is that confirmed though? Because
Yeah.
from
No,
what
it
I
is.
heard, the guy in all the surveillance at the food truck, at the thing they released on Fox the other day, that guy was a frat, kind of like chauffeur. Like he got them to their destination.
Who? Oh, Jackass?
The guy in the white sweater. I don't want to say names.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like they were down with him, like they were rolling with him. There was no issue there. I don't think that's where any of this threat came from. This guy was looking out for them the whole
Well,
time.
he wasn't giving them rides because they took off to the left and he went.
Well, they
straight.
took off to the left. They got another ride from another frat pledge. So, like, this is what the frat society is. It's like they give you pledges,
Yeah.
and pledges are kind of your slaves, and they look
Mhm.
after you, and they do whatever you want them to do. And from everything I can gather, this guy, the white hoodie, is not a problem at all. The other Jack, like this is the whole crazy part, is like there's so many Jacks. The Jack with the dog is the problem. I think he lived like 100 yards away from house. He could have walked right up there.
Yeah, that's Jack D.
I don't want to say his name, but
I think you guys, can I say
Yeah.
this? I think he had Showalter do it. He's got the knife,
no,
he's got
but
the hunting training and all that.
Do you know
No,
how crazy
informal.
that is to like get somebody else involved in a murder?
But I don't
This is a
think
crime
that
of
skinny
passion.
little Kaylee's ex could do it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He
I
was
don't think
kinda,
he can do it.
I don't
When I
think so
see that
either.
dude,
I'm not saying he did that either.
I
He's
think
some-
there'd be evidence all over the place if it was one of those kids.
Well, hold on.
I mean, it had to be somebody older who probably has done it before. That's what I think.
We're not evidence experts, so let's not speculate on the evidence trail or the blood trail or whatever. Let's focus on
Yeah, but that's
the
important
motive.
too.
No. Means, motive, opportunity. That is the key. That is what you
Yeah,
focus.
but not in a serial killer situation. If it's a serial killer, there's no motive.
You're right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
it fits the profile. The Salem, Oregon thing is weird, like 3 to 4 a.m. on the 13th.
On the 13th, yep.
Yeah, that shit is weird as fuck. But to me, this screams crime of passion. This screams,
I mean,
and
did
especially
anybody ever find out this? Let me ask you this: do you know? Did the girl really have an OnlyFans?
I've never heard that. I've heard
they're kind of unsure.
no, I've heard that they showed up this other guy, Nerdy Attic. I won't even plug his YouTube because he's kind of suspect because he's talking about DNS records and all this shit. Like the University of Idaho site went down for 6 hours that night.
Yeah,
like
I heard
they
that
were
too.
shutting out the surveillance cameras. Like, dude, shut the fuck. You're poking. But he said that they found a only arrangements that looked like her, and I looked at the photo. It did not look like her. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it didn't even look remote.
No,
I'm
the
gonna
OnlyFans was a fake account. Okay, they're saying it was fake in the chat.
That was 2018.
Because I mean, if
and
you
it looked just like her.
if you're
It
one of
looked
these people
just
that
like
out
Maddie,
there,
but a few years younger.
hold on, one at a time. If you're one of these people and you're putting yourself out there on social media, like you're a girl and you're on, let's say, OnlyFans, and you got guys looking at you from all over the world, and especially if it's in some type of fetish situation, like they got a certain type, you might be letting a serial killer watch you. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody really bad that could come hurt you.
But
now, I don't know if that was true, but I'm just saying I heard them rumors in
Dolly,
the very beginning.
Look at the caliber of hotness of these girls. These girls were perfect, like Idaho hot, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, they did make
They
videos.
don't need to make OnlyFans. They had money. They had a nice house. They were not the type to go out and get a sugar daddy and like put their shit out there.
Yeah.
That's just my initial, like, they had no need to do that. They were already popular within the community. Like
Well, I
they
mean,
didn't
there's pretty successful people that still have OnlyFans.
For sure. I'm not
You know?
ruling it out, but I'm just saying that to me that does not strike me as this is what happened. To me, what strikes like I want to know what happened at that club that night. I want to know who they met, who they interacted with,
And you
who
said
they came
I think
back
that's
with.
more of a bar than a club.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the corner bar.
You're
sure.
really stuck on like a secret relationship thing going on.
I think there
I
is
don't know
some
about
type of
relationship.
I
but
think there's some type of love triangle somewhere in there. If it's
for
involving
sure.
these young adults,
I'm sure there is.
there's going to be some type of love triangle. If it's
There's
anything
something
else,
going
it's a
on
serial
there,
killer.
but that doesn't
Do you
make a
think
murderer, for God's sakes.
Adam, they're caught on the surveillance camera saying, like, what did you tell Adam? I told Adam everything. Adam's the bartender at the club they just left.
Yeah.
And he's roommates with Jack D.
Yeah.
Which is her ex. So
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck did she tell him that she's so concerned about? What did you tell him?
Yeah.
I mean,
But she said it
just
nonchalant too, like I told him everything, like it wasn't a big deal.
yeah, but she was drunk. Like they were both drunk as shit.
Well, maybe they were talking about the stalker. Didn't one of them have a stalker?
But
they've
I
looked
don't
into that stalker, and they've never been really able to pull anything up
Yeah,
on a stalker.
Probably
It's not
just somebody crushing on her. Probably wasn't like a stalker.
I mean, they're beautiful girls. People are gonna stalk them. People are gonna hunt them down, ask them out, and do stupid shit. I don't think they had stalkers. I don't think anyone was scoping out
Stalking them in the way of hurting them. You mean stalking them like trying to get up with them? Hey, let me get your number, girl.
Yeah.
Those types of
that
things.
kind
Not
of
like
stuff.
stalking you like I'm gonna put you in the chili. Stalking you. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple different types of.
For sure. Like, there's levels to it, right? It's like yeah, if you see a hot girl,
It had
you're
to be
gonna
a
spit
crazy
game.
person.
I mean, if you're purposely showing up at a place of a girl you like, is that stalking or is that just trying to put yourself in the right place at the right time? You know, it's a 50-50 sword. That could be stalking.
Yeah.
Be like, why does this dude keep popping up everywhere I'm at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's 50-50, but when you start, like, if you're driving your F-350 truck down the street after they leave the club and you're following them and they're with a frat pledge and they're just walking home and they're going to the food truck and then you see that same truck on the food truck footage and then 3 hours later they get murdered. I'm sorry, Ford F-350, you're a suspect.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
that's
I've seen
weird.
the truck to pull up and park, but
That's weird, right?
I mean, not weird if you're pulling up to park
No.
to do something.
But
I mean, people drive down the
isn't it
street all the
weird?
time. Is that weird to you?
No, not at all. But it's weird to me that it's in that footage that just came out, and it's also in the food truck footage, and also the Hyundai is in that same footage.
I heard it
You're
tell like there's some
talking about the black pickup truck?
The
white one that pulled past and parked on the next block up.
Yes, ma'am.
It pulled in parallel and parked.
That is weird to me. And if I think about, I'm not trying to be mean against truck drivers, but if I think about a serial killer, I'm driving a fucking lifted truck. I'm fucking sorry.
Yeah.
I'm freaking driving,
That's just a serial killer attire. Jacked up truck, serial killer. You can drive a Honda Elantra.
That's freaking Dolly Gang number 99666 right there. I don't know what that is.
It is what it is. Hey, look, but guys, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this panel up. I appreciate all of y'all coming up here with me. Paper Cut Tina, Wild Angel, she's probably asleep.
Thank you.
Short
No,
legs.
I'm not, Jimmy.
Your package
I'm
went out
awake.
today. Short legs, your coffee mugs, and your shirts went out today.
Okay,
And,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
I
I'm not
received
asleep, just to let you know.
Matthew, man, it
I
was good
received the
talking to
tracking
you.
number.
Yo, Dolly, you head out?
Yeah.
All right. I'll catch you on the next one.
All right, peace.
All right. Good night.
Later, guys.
No.
I'm going to stay here and talk to the chat for a few minutes before I get out of here. Let me go ahead and get this shut real quick. Alright. Leave studio. Okay. So, I guess time will only tell, right? What's going to happen. We don't know everything that the police has. Everything is just allegedly. People are just, throwing out theories. There's no real evidence that any of these kids had anything to do with any of this. Okay? I know the internet right now is pointing fingers at a ton of kids, jackass, you know what I'm saying? And that's with every case. Everybody blames everybody. That's just the way, the beast of the internet. But I believe we stick with what the police say. The most accurate information is coming from them. We hold patient to the next release and see what little clues that they drip out to us. And at this point, it seems like we don't have much. And that's scary. We don't have a suspect. Even a white male or black male or white female, black female. We don't have none of that. We need something to go off of. We really don't have much. So, and it's already been a month and a half. Things are starting to seem like they're getting cold. And that's scary in a situation where you got 4 people murdered so horribly, right? Because we know if you're capable of doing that, you're definitely capable of doing that again. And we don't want to lose any other kids, any other college kids, or anybody. If it's an old person, young person, anybody. This monster needs to be taken off the street. Of course, if you have any information about that car, reach out to the Moscow Police Department. Alright, it's way more important than reaching out to a YouTuber. If you got some real solid information on anything, turn it over to the police. Don't go hit up a YouTuber, okay? Give that information if it's important to this case. But people on the internet, don't be blowing up the police with stuff you heard on the internet. Okay, that's not actual facts. If you know anything about the car, when you're around them surrounding areas and you know something for sure, reach out to the police department. Because a lot of them calls are nothing, and they're having to weed through all that. Okay? So if you living in Florida and you heard something on the internet, you shouldn't be calling the police in Idaho. If you're in Idaho and you got some information or the surrounding area, you know some of these people and you've heard something, reach out to the police. It would be easier if the police told us everything, but that's just how it is. Yeah. Well, they want to hold stuff because if people say things only the killer would know, then they know that's the killer, right? It's like nobody knows what really happened. None of us. No YouTuber out here really knows. We're just going by what we've been told. 4 people dead. Everything else is just speculation. People making allegations or accusing people. But that's really all it is. There's really, be 100% truthful, there's nothing but this white car. That's it. As far as what they're giving us. Now, I ain't saying that's, the police don't have anything. They may. I don't think they got a lot, though. This white car. So it's important that this white car is found so there's some justice for these people, right? That's what this is about at this point. Nothing's going to bring them back. Right, but we need to make sure that the person that done this to them or the people that did this to them pay, and they never do it to another person. Okay. Ghost Devil, you got the emoji now, bro. Good night, chat. Just keep praying the monster is found. I agree with you guys. There's 1,000 of you here. I got 700 likes. Take a second before we get out of here. Smash that like button. Elbow smash it. I don't care what you do. And of course, I'm going to probably be back with you guys in the morning for Dolly early morning hangout, because I did just wake up not too long ago. But I'm going to watch a little bit of Netflix, chill, finish eating my sandwich here, that type of stuff. You guys have a great rest of your night. If I don't see you between now and Christmas, of course, happy holidays to you. But I'll be here just in case you guys ain't. Dolly, have you shipped the prizes from the other night? I have 2 shirts I have to ship if you want a shirt. So there's 2 shirts left to go out, and I still have to ship the speaker. So there's 3 things left to go out. But no, I'm going to ship those probably most likely tomorrow, okay? Today I got out Short Legs' order because her order took a while. So she had a bunch of shirts, coffee mugs, stuff like that. So I got that out today. So if you won the other night, the T-shirts, I got them sitting right there printed. I'm going to package them and ship them tomorrow. Okay, so they'll go out tomorrow. But if you want anything else, like the like the makeup stuff or the face scrub stuff or whatever it was, that's already shipped. The only things that haven't shipped is 2 shirts and the speaker. Okay, because I got to wrap the speaker up because I ain't got a box that fits it. So I'm going to ship out that stuff tomorrow. So if you want any of those things, it'll go out tomorrow. And then once it goes out, you will get a confirmation with your tracking number in your email. Okay? Stop deleting my text. Merry Christmas, Dolly. Merry Christmas to you guys. Lolo says Merry Christmas before we go. And like she said, thank you for all the Christmas stuff off the Christmas wish, guys. Lolo enjoys all the new clothes she's getting. Don't you, Lolo? You like clothes. You like being all fly. Tell them to like the video. Sub up the channel if you're watching. And replay gang. Make sure you drop some comments. And hit the like button. Okay? So Lolo thanks you. I thank you. And we will see you guys later today. Ain't that right? Oh, this is my baby. All right, guys. Peace.